Yeah, Arrowhead Chiefs. It's your girl, Miss Nicole. Queen of Hustle, baby. Started from the bottom, now we here. My homie at the start of his career. Let's go. Try to win him early, hear the truth. Tune in every Sunday for the juice. Arrowhead Chief Podcast, bringing all the news. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Cris Style. Out here repping for the crew. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube.
What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? You're tuned in to the Arrowhead Chief Podcast, episode 273. Hope everybody's having a good evening, whatever you're doing. You're at home, you're at work. We appreciate y'all tapping into the live stream. You're listening on the playback. Leave a comment in the comments section. We appreciate you too. We got a few things to speak on today. We got some Rashee Rice news today. We're going to break that down today. We're going to get our special guest thoughts on the Chiefs offseason. We haven't heard from them, so we want to hear what they think of the Chiefs offseason. We're also going to do Wildcard Mar sleeper prospects. He got a couple sleeper prospects in the draft that he wants us to pay attention to, put them on our radar. You know, some few guys we may not be paying attention to. So, and then I'm going to do my tier system of wide receivers coming into the draft that the Chiefs might be looking at, and we're going to go around the league. So, hope you guys are ready for all that. But before we do all that, Mar, how you feeling, sir?
Hey, man, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good, man. It's another beautiful day. It's Taco Tuesday. I got air in my lungs. We got special guests here. And most importantly, we get to talk Chiefs. Wow. So life is fantastic right now. I'm great. How are you, my brother?
I'm always good, brother. You know, on my off day, I'm always good. I'm relaxing. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to talk ball too. But I'm also excited because our special guest, man. And, you know, one of them's not a stranger. John's been on this show a few times, you know, before. But I'm excited for Big George to come on here, man, and give us his thoughts, man. But we got 5 Count Sports Podcast on. Fellas, how you feeling, man?
Feeling good.
I had to let the white guy speak first because politically correct. I can't go first. They won't let me. But how y'all doing? It's my first time at Arrowhead Chiefs. Hey. How y'all doing? How y'all fans doing? How y'all doing? Come see us over at the 5 Count if you got time. If you got time, only if you got it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hey.
What's wrong, Mar?
Hey, it's about to be a show, dog. Hey, my man George bringing the energy. I already know what it is. Hey, like you said, John been on the show, but you know, John be in the comments, and I just found out John's in Canada. That's crazy. Hey, Chiefs getting him everywhere, baby. That's what's up. We everywhere.
Yeah,
he's from
I actually drove to Kansas City from Canada twice.
That's a long ass drive, dog. Whoa.
16 hours. It's a long drive. Yeah, it's worth it though. Worth it. Shout out to Ginger Mike who drove most that way, but flew last year. Got smarter. Flew last year.
And come down here to deal with Joe's crazy ass.
Yeah, that was something.
You know,
I tell you, he's a character.
Joe has a 2-episode minimum on this show. Off season one time, in season one time.
And he's already
if you saw that episode a few months ago.
I remember the one basically the one episode he was on, it was like the song Craziest by Naughty by Nature. I couldn't repeat a word of the entire show. But it was wild. But he's a fun guy. He's a great guy to hang out with. He really is.
I'm sure
never a dull moment.
He came on the show like a month ago, and all he wanted to do was cuss out Mar.
Mar ain't did shit but show up.
I swear to you, my brother, that's all I did.
Mar did shit. I already know who we talking about. Mar ain't did shit but show up. All I had to do was walk in the room. You,
hey, yeah. That on par for exactly how it went.
I know exactly.
Then about an hour and 20 minutes when that Johnny Walker started kicking in.
Oh,
hey man.
Listen, the first night we were in Kansas City, I tell you, George hadn't got there yet, but I was there with Mike and I were there, and he got a big bottle of Johnny Walker, and he took Johnny for a walk, that's for sure, because that bad boy was halfway done before George even arrived.
Before I got there, he was already on it. When I got there, the bottle was half gone in the room already. I'm like,
well, damn.
Y'all got started without me? He said, y'all. I said, oh, shit. He's out of control. Oh, yeah. But, hey, he had a good time. We had a good time. Everybody had a really decent time. Kansas City is, if you have never been, as a Texan, as Canadian, as anybody in America, if you are a Chiefs fan or not, going to Arrowhead Stadium is an experience that you will never get anywhere else. And I promise you that. I promise you that. Like, we got to get out there.
We met people like just who invited us in. And I remember it was funny because the first time I went to Kansas City, I went to Gates Barbecue on a Friday, and I met Boogie from the Chiefs, the Kingdom cast, and Chuck was there, a couple other guys, and we were hanging out. It was fun, and I said, there's going to be a place we can buy food. He's like, buy? They'll just give it to you. Well, last year we were in the rain, and this lady came in. She's like, come on in. They had a tent. Come on in. Like, okay. They had shrimp. They had cornbread. I was like, and then this year they're having a chili cook-off right behind us, and they're just like, "Come on in!" And it's like, "Oh my goodness!" So the hospitality,
it's great. Yeah. It's just great.
The hospitality at Arrowhead Stadium, Arrowhead is undefeated. Undefeated. Nothing better than that.
Hey, not the rain on the parade. I better enjoy that shit for the next 5 years, because we don't know if that gonna translate to wherever the hell that new stadium gonna be called.
Hey, I put it to you like this: I gotta go one more time and within the next 5 years. And then,
hey, John,
it is what it is up there.
I'm in the city. Holla at your boy. All right, come on.
Everybody,
I heard the rumor. I heard that you were the one that was trying to get Kareem to go to the strip club.
Well, I was trying to get Reem to go to the club, but he answered the phone. I think the Johnny Walker had already walked him out.
I put it to you like this. I know why he didn't answer the phone. This motherfucker was in the bed in a wife beater with his arms crossed, looked like he died.
Dead DMX, I called him.
That's what he called him, Dead DMX. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, he took that hat off. He's bald as shit. And I'm gonna tell you also, he laid in that bed with that beater. I was just like, boy, they found he's done.
We went to Nebraska the day he drank like a giant bottle of Johnny Walker. The next day we're up at 8 a.m. because we had to go to Nebraska to watch the Cornhuskers. And after that, he was like he had hit his he was having a rough day. But the night before they wanted to go to the casino, and I'm like, you guys ain't going to the casino. He's gonna get thrown out of the casino. What are we doing?
Hold on. See, John is like forgetting certain things about the Nebraska trip. See, the funny part is John went with Mike to Nebraska. They drove.
Yeah.
I drove him. I didn't know. So I stopped at a gas station to get gas. He's getting coffee. I'm realizing he's pouring coffee in the coffee cup that he got from the hotel, not a coffee cup from the gas station, because we didn't been driving 10 miles. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out,
we didn't keep this
what
cup.
the fuck did you keep in that cup? So you pour it in that cup specifically.
That Johnny Walker.
That Johnny Walker had walked his ass right in the car. And I didn't even realize it until, because he was drinking it so discreetly. He was hitting it. Because I'm driving. I'm like, let me go ahead and get out of Kansas City. Because, y'all know better than I know. Kansas City people can't drive just like people in Dallas can't. Driving is something that is a lost art. So at the end of the day, I'm sitting up here trying to just make it out of Kansas City. I'm like, okay, there's a gas station right there. Cool, let me pull over. This motherfucker pull up. He's sitting there. He said, man, I just want to thank you for your time. We doing this shit. We about to go to Nebraska. He hyped. I'm like, it's 8 a.m. I can't even get the fuck up yet. How is he this live already? And he said, man, I done had breakfast. Y'all been asleep. I've been ready. I'm thinking to myself,
had a dog.
His chest on fire already. There must be something.
See, we make fun of him though. We'll bug Kareem. We'll bust his balls. But if you want a guy in a foxhole with you, that's a guy. That's a guy. That's a guy you want.
No,
like and plus he's hilarious. He's so much fun. Like he's so funny. Yeah. He's wild. He's wild. He is wild. But
scroll back and just go watch the episode.
We saw the live version. Don't worry, we got it. We got the up close.
Look, see, on here, I'm pretty sure he was censored. In real life, that glove comes off. It ain't no more.
That's the crazy part. He wasn't censored. We were just like we literally had a moment in the beginning of the show. We said, Joe, just go ahead and get everything you want to say. We sat back and just did like
this. and you won't find a more passionate Chiefs fan though. Like he's. I haven't talked to him.
About Mar, and it was about Clarence.
Clarence.
It was about Clarence.
We just over here acting crazy. Like G said, we just showed up.
Clarence wasn't even there. And then when Clarence saw the clip, he was like, "Damn, what the fuck I do?"
You're just in the room, man. That's it.
This is funny.
But shout out to Joe, man. He's always been loyal to the show. He's been a loyal supporter, man, since day one, man. We always mess with him. He always sets himself up with the Chris Jones 40-time thing. So
he gotta let that.
He don't never let that go. So
he gotta let that shit go, bro.
So. I mean, I would never bring that up to go ahead and start anything, but that's just everybody.
He always brings it up.
You know, I have nothing else to talk about another man's 40 time.
Hey,
we're gonna talk about another man's 40
when
time.
somebody tells you he's watched it several times, it was like, what?
Why?
Hey, Jordan,
tell me why. Fuck all of them. Tell me why.
We've been trying to get an explanation our damn selves. He can't explain.
I stopped the show.
No,
cut this shit. We gotta talk.
Some people really like Chris Jones. Listen, I'm not gonna get after the guy because he may have his dick may fell out, but he turned out to be a hell of a defensive tackle.
He did, but geez.
Yeah,
watching the 40 times.
It is a hilarious piece of film, though. It is really funny. I mean,
only saw it once.
I mean,
all right, fellas.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Johnson.
Let's talk about Rashee Rice. Last week, Adam Scheffler put out a
George
report.
was mentioning driving in Dallas. That would have been a good.
But Adam Scheffler put out a report that Rashee Rice will not be suspended. The NFL did a full investigation. If you don't know, his mother of his children had an allegation said about him, abuse, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Put out some pictures on Instagram. It was like 15 pictures and, cabinets destroyed and things of that nature. And then, she took him down and we didn't hear anything. And the next thing you know, she was doing a civil suit. She was suing him for $1 million. There's, speculation on reasons why she posted that, another girlfriend, all this other stuff. But I guess the NFL did an investigation, didn't find any evidence of seeing any foul play or any evidence of misconduct. So they're not suspending him for anything. So we will have a full offseason of Rashee Rice and a full season of Rashee Rice. And I'll start by saying this. Look, this is a very important season for Rashee Rice. He's going to have to prove that if he wants to get the big money, he's going to have to prove that he could be a reliable number one wide receiver. We've seen glimpses of it. We've seen flashes of it. His rookie season, he showed glimpses of it. Going into his second year before he got hurt, Patrick Mahomes, he was showing glimpses of him being a top, wide receiver. Last year, we only got 6 games of him, but, in spurts, he showed some good things. But towards the end, he started having a drop problem. Then it was the man-to-man coverage situation. I also will, account that our running game was trash, so no defense respected the running game. So they were just like, where's number 4 at? You know what I'm saying? So they pretty much knew where we were going with the football. So this is a very important season for him, regardless if it's with the Chiefs or with somebody else. He's got to keep his nose clean. He's got to play football, and he's going to have to ball out this year and show that he could be a reliable number one wide receiver. Fellas, I give the floor to you.
Go ahead, George, John, whichever one you want to bust it off first.
Listen, I think if they're going to give him a new contract, the signing bonus needs to be U-Haul, and he needs to get his ass out of Dallas, Texas, and move to wherever the hell is closer to Kansas City. Moving into Arrowhead Stadium, move him down to that, the thing on the Kingdom, on the underground cave. Set him up with a nice little apartment there. He's got amazing talent. Yeah, exactly. Hey, he's got amazing talent. You see it, yards after catch. He's big. He can run over dudes. He's got great hands. He's got all the tools. But it's just dude, stay on the field. That's all. I don't put a ton of stock in it last year because everything was cursed.
Yeah.
At one point, I think I was playing left tackle for the Chiefs. I think at the end of the season. But it's just nothing was good. You mentioned about the running game, not just that. We had injuries on the offensive line all season. It was just But I think this year, not only is it's a big year for him. He's got a lot expected of him. He's expected to be a number one wide receiver, and we're going to find out. So I'm happy that he's not suspended. It's great that we'll get a full camp. I hope he comes into camp in shape and ready to go. But the talent is undeniable. He's such a talent that you just get him on the field and keep him on the field, and I think he'll be successful.
My thing is this. I'm a realist when it comes down to football players. Is at the end of the day, because I played the game to an extent, and I played it to a level to where it's a standard that you're held to. And I think, he comes from the same kind of system in the same sense of understanding how important it is to be available to your teammates. I'm going to say this, and I absolutely mean no harm when I say this, but this might get a little flack. You're not good enough to be getting into much trouble as you're getting into. You're not. At the end of the day, your talent on the field has not shown me enough for you to sit up there and be continuously making the mistakes that you've made and continuously being bailed out. This year is I think we're at the point where Rashee Rice, where not necessarily enough people are fed up with the idea of him not being on the team, but people are fed up with the idea of him being off the field. Mm-hmm. And so when he's off the field, I can't cape for you if you put up 1,500 yards and 11 touchdowns in a season, and you get in a car accident and walk away from it. That motherfucker put up 1,500 last year. Yeah, motherfuckers gonna say that before they say anything about what kind of car it was.
Yeah, that's a different conversation.
So it's now I'm getting to the point to where you're not on the field, you're not catching balls.
But he can't. He hasn't been able to do that because of the off the field stuff.
Exactly,
he missed 6 games, and then the injury.
You can never be valuable to me if you get in as much trouble as you get into. Look at Henry Ruggs. Yeah. We'll never know how many 100-yard seasons he'll put up.
1,000-yard seasons?
He can't put up either one. How about that? How you like them apples? I can't put up 100, 0, 3, nothing. He's literally one of them. He can get out of jail and probably be one of the best wide receivers if somebody picks him up. But the thing is, we're talking about him after he got out of his sentence.
Yeah.
We're not talking about him right now as far as him not being on the team because of something that he did. See, Rashee has the ability to never play in the NFL again because of some of the shit that he does. Yeah. And that's the difference. I'm tired of him being in those lights. I'm tired of him being in that particular phase of things. If you want that JSN money like you talk about, JSN ain't been in the news not one damn time. So at the end of the day, like I said, he could get the JSN money. Look, if he go off this year, just like JSN went off, because I want you to look at it. How many years have JSN been actually great beyond this year?
Sure, you're right.
So JSN money is not hard to get. It's just that you got to be on the field to get it. You can't be in trouble to get it. Mm-hmm. There's some things that kind of come with that money. I'm not paying you to be irresponsible. Hell, if I give a motherfucker who just got in trouble $127 million, I just gave him more money to bail himself out. So I love Rashee. I want Rashee to be on the team. I want those 1,000-yard receivers to stack up to where he can have a Mike Evans effect on the team. Yeah, everything ain't working. Let's go to 4. I want that, but I can't get that if you're not here. So I love you, Rashee, but I want the best for you. I want you to be better than what you have been to us and yourself. So that's my whole stance on the Rashee Rice situation.
Hey, you dodged a bullet, man. But again, to kind of piggyback off of everybody's sentiments, you shouldn't have gotten in that situation. You just came off of a situation last year with the car accident in Dallas that was so serious. Like you lost bread. You lost bread. You're lucky you didn't do jail time. Like seriously.
Well, he has to, right? Like, yeah, he's 30 days.
Yeah, come on, that's a slap on the wrist.
That's a slap on the wrist, exactly.
And supposedly he might not have to do it.
And compared to what could have actually happened, because we know in all type of situations when it comes to auto accidents, man, shit can go from something small to real serious real quick. So in the speed that he was going, like that shit could have been something way less.
He had a good lawyer though. His lawyer was really good.
Hey,
Clark Hunt.
Hey,
but that didn't help. That didn't hurt either. Like, the fact that he's a Mustang.
And if y'all know Dallas,
he's a Mustang.
I know.
If I was him, I would have did the exact same thing because right where he walked off that exit. SMU is literally right across the highway. So I'm not saying that perfect place, perfect timing, but it was just like.
Well, he was intoxicated probably too. He probably had some alcohol and some other things. So he was like, "Let me get the hell out of here.
Let me go to such and such house.
Sober up, call my lawyer, and then turn myself in."
The situation could have been terrible.
That could have been worse.
So, in hindsight, he's getting off a little light than what it could have really been if he really.
Oh, absolutely.
Situation. So, look, he needs to mature. I've said it on the show. Chris have heard me say it at nauseating amounts. Change your camp, change your crew, get rid of all these yes dudes around you, and you need to smarten up. You got to mature. You got to wise up. And if it takes for you to be in contract year to wise up, then so be it. Okay, we need something that needs to make you finally have it click and say, all right, let me chill out. Like, all right, I could really set myself up and the future of my family if I just play the game right. Like, and I ain't talking about the football game. We talking about the other game. Like, play that game right. Like, get you. Maybe you need to be around Patrick 24/7 because Patrick knows the game. You know.
You don't want to hang out with him.
No, but I mean, come on, man. I'm saying,
family man, dog.
I understand that, but maybe you need that when you wilding out and you got somebody that's kind of settled in and down.
You know how life goes, though. It's like this: when you hanging out with people and they doing what you doing and you doing what they doing, you don't really give a fuck about what everybody else doing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not about hanging with Pat. Because look, he'll fuck around, hang with Pat, and end up hanging with Pat singing. Just his goddamn luck.
Yeah.
So
he's gonna hang with Pat Mahomes, but it's not gonna be Junior.
It's not gonna be Junior. He's fucking with y'all. There's got to be context. He needs to go off and do something.
Hey, George, he got a bigger problem if he hanging with Senior.
Exactly. I'm just saying. Look, he hanging out with Pat Senior. He gonna be smoking more than that goddamn Hoochie Wally. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm just trying to figure out what's the best thing for him to do. Like, sometimes you got to stay to yourself. Sometimes you got to be around the right people. The thing is, his teammates are all trying to do the same thing. So hanging around your teammates is always a good thing. Yeah. But the thing is, when you get home and when you start to get back to where your personal space is and that personal information that comes to you always comes to you, is how you respond to it. How you going to react? He got to make better decisions for him. Hanging out with Pat ain't going to help him make better decisions. They both go to the club together. He shoot up the club. Pat been left. So what are we talking about?
True.
So it's not about who you hang out with. It's about your decision making.
Oh,
sometimes you get in those situations to where everything around you becomes a lot worse. And I feel like this is one of those situations where he just constantly, like, remember the whole photographer thing right after the car accident?
Happened right.
That's a whole situation. What I'm talking about, a whole bunch of other shit that can happen about some made up monkey shit that you weren't even a part of. And so at that particular point, it's just like I say, it's your decision making. No, he was not there. The photographer, he didn't beat up this photographer like he claimed and shit like that. But it's just the instance of what keeps happening to you when you put yourself in public light. Mm-hmm. Like you put yourself out there one time in a negative image, and 17 other instances pop up all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. So you just got to keep your nose clean to the point to where, man, I ain't been doing shit. I just been going to, Buffalo Wild Wings into the crib, and that's just it.
Chilling,
playing Madden and working out. That's
Madden and working out.
Just.
Do you think this should change what the Chiefs do in the draft in those first 3 picks?
I have a question for you. I have a question, like Chris, because you're going to do your wide receivers, and I see a lot of people talking about that. Well, we need a wide receiver, and I don't disagree that we do. But like when I look at the number 9 pick, there was a mock draft. It was Peter Schrager had Jordan Tyson to us. My only concern about a wide receiver is for me, and when I look at that number 9 pick, we need an impact player. We need a dude who can start from the jump. Like not one, we need somebody. I just don't believe a wide receiver will get that opportunity.
If he's picking at 9, he's playing.
That's what I'm saying. He's playing.
Yeah, we say that, but like the history of
I understand
the history of our coach.
Yeah, I hear you. But if Andy Reid's picking a wide receiver at 9, if it's Tyson, if it's Lemon, if it's Tate, they are playing. I'm not saying they're going to be the number 1 guy, but they're playing. They're playing.
For me, it doesn't change anything because I still not the first 3 picks necessarily. Maybe 40, but I think we take defense for the first 2 picks for that round. Yeah, so I don't think it changes much. But I do think we did get a wide receiver at some point to add into that mix of, they've got some talent in there. It's just, what do we got? Like, I'm waiting on Royals. That's what I want to see. I want to see. I do want to see what Jalen Royals too. But the one thing I will say is that they do have to look to the future. They got to, regardless of what Rashee Rice does this season alone, they got to figure in 2027 the future. So let's say they do draft Cardell Tate or Jordan Tyson. I hope they don't draft Tyson at 9 because his injury history scares me. But him or Lemon, you know what I'm saying? If they pick one of those guys, I think that's going to be, yes, like I said, he's going to play this season. But I think this is also a 2027. They're telling him, brother, you ain't coming back. You ain't coming back. Because I saw his live with Tyquan Thornton. He was like, I would love A.J. Brown, but I would also love Cardell Tate, too. That would be dope. If they draft Cardell Tate, Rice, you ain't coming back for 2027.
I highly doubt that. Because Cardell Tate is not as good as Rashee Rice on his coldest day. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. I've watched – look, the one thing about wide receiver talent to me is that you have to jump off the motherfucking page in college. Because the one thing about college is you're significantly better than your opposition in college because everything is schemed for the offense. Yeah. Collegiately, offense is what pays the bills. You don't get people in your stadium unless you're actually good. So think about it. When Alabama's good, they are a great running offense. I can close my eyes and tell you that. Running offense, defense stout. They're not letting nobody go over the top on them. They're not letting nobody run up the middle on them. They're not letting nobody do anything. That's Alabama football when they're great. Just like
it helps when everybody's like 6'5", 380 pounds on the offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. Not necessarily because big.
No, but it great. Doesn't hurt.
I just feel like these first 3 picks in the draft are so important for the Chiefs that people really have fucked it up repeatedly. Oh, I think they should draft a tackle. Oh, I think they should draft this guy. I think they should draft that. Let's take a step back and look at what we actually already have. What's the long-term effects? What's going to happen in the near future? How good do you plan on us being this year? I'm one of those Chiefs fans. I'm realistic. There's not a bad year we can have as long as we have Patrick Mahomes. Right. That's realistic because, of course, Patrick Mahomes
and an offensive line to protect him.
Look, I've seen him without one, so I'm not 100% sure on that shit. But at the end of the day,
I've also seen him with 3rd and 4th string tackles get murdered by the Bucs. So, like, we need to make sure as long as they're healthy.
Get to the Super Bowl to get found out.
No, that's fine. But
but this is the thing. Like, you have to be 100% locked in with your team to kind of know what we need.
Yeah.
Everybody who's saying we need a tackle, all the work that we did last year, drafting a left tackle, purchasing right tackles, getting the tackles that we need, first round, that's the dumbest shit you can tell me when there's not an offensive line heavy draft. It's just not. You sit up here taking the offensive lineman that can easily move down in the draft. Not saying that they won't, but let's be 100% honest. If a team doesn't need an offensive lineman get pushed to the back. I've always thought about it when I was, playing football. I'm not going to get drafted as high because shit, I don't catch the ball. I don't run it either. So my value is almost not as important unless a team actually needs that.
You have to be an exceptional left tackle.
Exceptional. Exceptional. You have to be Trent Williams Jr. and basically be ready to go ahead and start now.
George, the people that are talking that the Chiefs take a left tackle are not people who actually pay attention to their roster. They're knee-jerk reactions. They're people saying, well, Jawan Taylor's not there. We're not sure about Jalen Moore, so they should draft a tackle. We're not going to draft a tackle. It's not going to happen. We're like maybe the 3rd round, 4th round, whatever the hell, but we're not going to draft a tackle.
He don't trust Jalen Moore is 5'6" and 135 pounds. I don't trust Jalen Moore. Bitch, I don't trust you. All right? So at the end of the day, I've watched Jalen Moore play NFL tackle. I've watched him be decent enough to hold a season down. I watched him do things.
They invested $30 million.
That's not a lot.
That's not nothing. That's not nothing.
In the world of a tackle,
that's 10% of your cap. It's 10% of your cap, though. So it's a significant amount.
Years.
Yeah, it's a significant amount of money. I'm just saying, it's not chump change.
Well, I'm just saying, they did invest with you made the center the highest paid. Exactly. At the time, you made the right guard the highest paid. You spent the premium pick on a left tackle, you know what I'm saying, and 1st round pick. Your 2nd round pick, he was brought in to be a tackle, but he still was a 2nd round pick to play guard. So you invested heavy, and then like you said, you spent money, regardless of how cheap it was. It still was big money for a tackle to sit on the bench until Jawan Taylor got hurt, pretty much. So they've invested heavy into this offensive line, and sometimes we got to understand every hole ain't gonna get fixed. Like we no team has a perfect offensive line. I'm sorry. There's a weak link on somewhere on that offensive line, whether it be right tackle, left tackle, or guard positions or center.
Guards, yeah.
And sometimes you just got to go into the season and be like, what do we need more, defensive end or right tackle? Defensive end.
Yeah. Hey, but
pretty much.
But if we're looking at our old line, at 4 out of the 5 of them joints, I'm comfortable.
I'm
exactly. So that defensive end position,
I like our entire offensive line. I like our entire O line. Our left, I love the left tackle. I think Kingsley really showed a lot.
He grew
after he was
season went on.
Absolutely.
After he was just crucified. And that's you talk about Joe. That's his guy. Joe is the biggest Kingsley guy.
That's why I was like, y'all need to be patient. Dude ain't never played guard before. What you want the man to be?
I thought he was good.
He ain't gonna be Joe Tony. Relax.
He might.
The next two. And I like Moore. I think Moore and Estepole as the swing.
I love Estepole. I love Estepole.
Yeah.
I think Estepole.
So I think
he has very big starting potential.
He does.
Very big starting potential.
On the real, Steve was the one that pointed him out at training camp and all that, and we were hurt that he got cut. We were like, damn. So
then when the Jets picked him up, I was like, no. He's gonna get ruined.
Mm-hmm. Well, luckily the Jets haven't developed anything offensively in the last 40 years, so it's just like, you know what? Send his ass packing. All right, let's go. But with that number 9 pick, for me, I'm so locked in on Ruben Bain. Everybody else will have to drop.
Yeah.
I'm so locked in on Ruben Bain. It's like everybody else has to drop for him.
I'm here.
Everybody else I just can't do anybody else. I just feel like there's so many, like the teams that are ahead of us in the draft need what they need. It's almost set in stone to where you have to. The only thing I don't see 100% selling is Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles. Not because they're bad players, it's because that the teams that they have them touted to, they can easily switch. They can easily go in another spot. You can easily take Bane over somebody else because they've talked about Bane so much in the negative light that you really want to see what he has. Like this draft, the top 10 is so miscued, except for 2 through 10 is pretty much a toss-up. 2 through 10 can start off with Jeremiah Love. Y'all don't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people have thrown away the idea of the Chiefs actually doing it because we signed Kenneth Walker. The one thing the Chiefs did was take their name out of the biggest hat that they could actually take it out of. Having that Jeremiah Love presence hanging over you when you need defensive end help, when you need safety help, when you need cornerbacks, when you need everything else. I'm just saying that fresh off the bottom. I'm just saying we don't need to go ahead and bail out ourselves with the idea of what everybody else is doing. We need to stick to our guns, draft Ruben Bain, and whatever happens at that 29 pick, whether we trade up, trade down, or trade out of the first round, I'm honestly okay with. Let's make
George,
that
I'll tell
9
you,
work.
After watching the national championship game and seeing Ruben Bain do what he did against Indiana, I'm as high on Ruben Bain as Mar and I are right now. That's pretty much as
because I'm high as a kite. But it wasn't just a national championship. I've seen these
all year.
No, but specifically the college football playoff, it was like he just dominated it. It was like first of all, them Texas A&M boys was talking all that yip-yapping and had the nerves to talk about they weren't worried about him, and then he made them look foolish. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of like, hey man, it's like okay, because I'm not a Hurricane fan, so I wasn't really paying attention to Ruben Bain. But when you get on that national stage, I like guys that show out on the national stage because they're not worried about pressure. What team has been in the national pressure for the last damn 6 years? I mean, you come into a situation that you will be comfortable in is because you understand that. Handle that pressure. Like coming here is not at this point in time, it's not just the physical, it's mental. And if you can show up in big moments like that, I like it.
And look who he's playing for. Look who's coaching him. Imagine Spags with him. Damn.
Yeah, I agree. And that's something that's why I don't get the discourse with the whole drafting a tackle and everybody's put in this position. Did you not see our defensive line last year? We couldn't get to the quarterback. We couldn't get off the field on third down.
If his name wasn't Chris Jones and George Karlaftis off of edge pressure, I don't know who the fuck else was out there.
I do like Gelati.
You giving George Karlaftis a little bit too. I thought he took a huge step back.
This is the thing about taking a huge step back. All right, so the year that he jumped up, what was the reason why he jumped up in your mind? Did he have more sacks?
No, well, the sacks were there because
he had the same sacks last year.
4?
He had 7 last year.
8.
How many did you get these?
He 7?
I think he had 7, something like that.
Something like that.
7 or 8.
So this is the thing. He had 10.5 the year you're talking about. Taking that step back in as a defensive end or the only defensive end.
Well,
he had 6 last year.
6. Okay.
I think my point is when the situation was who to pay, Trent or George, he ends up getting the money. And obviously I know the history of what it comes with corners.
I wouldn't even say that.
Yeah.
How much was you going to have to pay him versus how much you was going to have to pay George? Exactly.
I hear you.
You was going to have to pay him 5 versus paying him 58.
I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. I've come to the realization I don't think it came down to George and Trent.
I don't think it did either.
I think it came down to Trey. I think it came down to Trey and Trent.
It did. Because Trey,
think about it. Look at the contract.
Because
I think it came down to Trey Smith and Trent.
That's exactly where the money was. Trey and Trent.
Because if you look at that George Karlaftis contract, it's not that
No.
Yeah, it's really good.
Fair point.
I Trayvon Walker just got paid.
I didn't look at it that way. That's why I'm saying that's a fair point. I didn't look at it that way.
You got to look at the money on that.
And in our history, and the history of drafting corners allows us to say, okay, we're going to take the chemistry on the offensive line and bet on that.
I believe in Dave Merritt way more than I believe in any of the offensive line coaches that you put out there, simply because, not saying that they can't make the O-line better, but I've watched Dave Merritt watch any cornerback come out to his camp and make him look like shit. He should start. Because I don't know how many times we rookie year Tramari Connor, we was talking shit. Put Tramari in. He back there doing shit. Then Tramari gets in and he has to take more of a responsibility when there's no help. Now we're having to go ahead and worry about who else we want to put back there. But Dave Merritt,
no one's
good at, putting somebody, in the right position to go ahead and make the right spots work.
Hey, Big G.
Nobody has more fun than taking shots at number 27.
I know.
But I'm gonna be the devil's advocate and say it ain't all his fault. It's Spags, man. Spags puts him in that position to be in that slot so many times. I think he is a fine safety when he plays safety, especially in the box.
But when you don't have corners,
great tackler.
Like,
add me the second.
But when it's time to I don't know what Spags sees. When he wants to go on that big nickel, it's like, where's 27 at? I need him out there.
See, and
the other team was like, yeah, we want
he's made plays from that nickel position. The one thing about that is you don't realize the personnel he's making those plays against versus who y'all try to get him to play against 90% of the time, which is stupid. I've seen offenses do this bullshit. See Tramari Connor back there, call timeout and put they one right on his ass. And I'm like,
oh, hell.
Move this nigga now. Move this nigga now. Call something. Put Chris Jones back there. Anybody.
Oh, damn. Call a time. I don't care.
Look, is Jawan Ball starting now? Something. Stop. Hey, Trent, come here. Real quick.
I'm trying to get paid. I'm trying to play on the outside.
If I was Spags, I'd be screaming every obscenity on the sideline. Hey, nigga, switch. Spags, nigga, switch. They're going to catch him on the sideline, take him to the back. But shit, he was right. He was fucking right. Nigga, switch. Hell no. He about to lose his job. Because you got Tramari out there lost on the island. I've seen it happen way too many times. That quick slant comes out that fucking that nickel.
Not getting coverage, man.
We're talking about a touchdown. We're talking about
he's not getting coverage.
So
he is a box safety. That's what he is. He needs to be playing box safety.
And he's amazing in the box, which is crazy how the one way he can work really well and another way he works really, really bad. And it's just like you play that 50%. Because, of course, that 50% that he's going to be in the box,
it's good.
You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry at all. With Jaden Hicks over the top and him down in there, it's just like, okay, we good. But then when it comes down to him playing a little bit of coverage and not necessarily great coverage in that particular spot, but when you got to play coverage on a receiver who's a great possession receiver, who's going to put them feet and them hands on you, like him playing Amon-Ra St. Brown is probably one of the worst nightmares as a Chiefs fan because you're going to see the whole game going, why the fuck does Jared Goff have 137 yards in the first quarter? That's why. That's why we looking at this motherfucker go ahead and go to work on him. He's eating off the same motherfucker. And the thing is, it's just him being in the slot. You can switch him out, put a tight end right there. You can put the third receiver right there to go ahead and throw a dummy route, and he still gets caught in no man's land. So it's just like he's not a bad safety type player. But the thing is about those types of transition hybrid corners is that they're easily exposable. You can see what they're bad at every position. He can't cover, and you can't put him in a spot where he can. And I'm going to make it to where y'all got to throw him open every time and be covered. And not saying that he can't cover at all. It's just that he doesn't cover as well.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to some of the pieces that they have, like some of the young guys, like you mentioned, Jaden Hicks. I like Ashton Gelati. I think he showed a lot at the end of the year. I think he's got a motor. I'd like to see Omar Norman Lott for a full season. I think that'll be interesting. But I like a lot of our defensive pieces coming back. I think we got some talent. And Jeffrey Bossa.
I ain't seen much of Bossa except for on like kickoff and shit like that.
Nah, Big G. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because there was a couple of plays that Bossa was hawking some, and Spags like, you know what? This season ain't worth this shit. We ain't putting no film of you, but no, sir.
I can see that because that's what they did with what's his name? The dude that they signed for linebacker that plays on our special teams as well, who had the brother that was really happy about him being on the team and whatnot. But he's a linebacker. Can't think of his name right now because he's not really that high up on the depth chart. But he's
on the team now.
Yeah, he's on the team now. He was one of those like bubble players last year, but he made the team. And
Cole Christensen, exactly who I'm talking about. Cole Christensen made a few plays.
Law firm.
Not the law firm. Oh, hell.
Get them
He
boys
made a
off my
few
team.
plays. See, this is the thing, Chris. You can't be mad about them dudes because them dudes all have an idol on our team.
Cochran was terrible last year.
Hold on. Jack Cochran was a flag magnet. Okay, we're not talking about that part of the game. The thing about the game that y'all hate the most, I notice y'all hate the shit that happens after the fact of the play. Y'all hate how many flags this motherfucker get or how many yards this motherfucker let go by. Not the motherfucker themselves who actually play the position. It's just like, Cole Christensen, look, he was a walk-on player, so that comes with mistakes. So I'm not going to say
dudes playing special teams and all that. I just don't want them dudes getting snaps. I don't want him getting snaps over Jeffrey Bossa. Sorry, I don't.
But this is the thing. Jeffrey Bossa ain't gonna play every play.
I don't care.
And with Spags defense,
I think he might.
Spags defense, and everybody on this screen can call this. Spags defense is not predicated to one player.
No,
it's literally predicated to who's the best player at that position for that particular play.
It is predicated on one player.
We know who it is. We know who it is. 95. But the thing about it is, that's not a problem. Hold on.
It's still a top 10 defense. Like that was the thing. As shitty as last year we had, it's still a top 10 defense. But like it's just that's the thing. Like people
are not sustainable, fellas. We can't keep having
Who the hell said it was sustainable? I never said that word in my life.
No, I'm just saying.
No, but that's why
you guys are. I'm just saying, like, we got to get Chris Jones some help, man. We can't keep.
Oh yes, yeah, absolutely, like, absolutely.
Like, look, George is a fine defensive end. I'm never gonna sit here and say George is terrible. He's bad. He's a very good, above average defensive end. Mm-hmm. But we do need somebody on the other side that can help Chris. Chris is getting double, triple team, and offenses are like stop 95. I'm not worried about 56.
They started that process already with Omar Norman Lott with injuries that didn't help Chris. The thing about this is now we're at a point to where Omar Norman Lott has to almost skip a year in production to go ahead and meet up with everybody else. And that's hard because now you're going to have him play his rookie year this year, and he has to play 6 games as a rookie and the other 6 games as somebody who's been in the league for a year. Because that first
even with Omar Norman Lott, I did not like the fact that they tried to put weight on him. That's not his game. He is not a nose tackle. He's a Russian defensive tackle. Yes, I like the Kyrus Tunga. I like that pickup. Hopefully they let him do that. And then now we get Omar Norman Lott in a rotation to come in and rush the passer. Mm-hmm. Let him play with 295, 292.
That was the thing, man. You had the injuries that kind of made a lot of things happen. I feel like the injury to the Omar Norman Lott made you go out and have to do something that you didn't want to do and go and get Derek Nottie.
Yeah.
The position got slower right there.
I still didn't understand that.
Hold on. Familiarity breeds content. So at the end of the day,
you're right about that.
So at the end of the day, I'm gonna go back to the where it's always been. We're gonna be decent, but we're not gonna be better. And you try to sell me on that. That's what they try to sell me on.
Here's my problem with it, George, is you let go of Mike Pennell. I get it, he's older, but he was the better defensive.
He was the better defensive tackle.
You let him go. Okay, whatever. Things weren't going well. You go back and you get.
Financially, for the last 3 years, the Chiefs have not been in situations to where they can make off-season additions very well.
I'm not asking them to go get Dexter Lawrence next to Chris Jones.
I am.
I wanted Kalen Saunders.
I wasn't fine with Saunders coming back.
Shit, anybody. Anybody? Hell, call me. I ain't doing shit.
Dexter Lawrence and Chris Jones would be ridiculous. That'd be crazy.
Dexter Lawrence and Chris Jones, you would have to send George Karlaftis or somebody else of that caliber. Or I'm
okay with that.
In my mind, hold on. If we're playing hypothetical trade for 2 minutes, fellas,
I help pack his bags.
No. I want y'all to hear me out. If we was to get Dexter Lawrence for whatever price, and this is just propaganda for everybody who's listening, I'd send Nick Bolton.
Nick Bolton's not going anywhere.
I help pack his bags.
There's a better chance I'm on the Chiefs than Nick Bolton's not.
Like, for Dexter Lawrence?
For Dexter Lawrence.
No, they're not making that trade.
You're crazy.
The Giants wouldn't. No, but the Giants aren't making that trade. If they're going to get Dexter Lawrence, it's going to be for draft picks.
Exactly. Hold on.
It's draft
picks. They need talent. Because they don't know what to do with the draft picks.
They got new people in charge. I think
John Harbaugh said everybody's up for trade.
That's great. I don't think that's happening. I don't think he's going to the Chiefs. I think no.
I think he's
absolutely.
Yeah.
If I was a team, honestly, the one team I would think that should go get Dexter Lawrence is the Minnesota Vikings. They should go ahead and jump the line and go ahead and go get Dexter Lawrence.
They trying to get people off the book. They trying to trade their defensive line, which I wouldn't mind having Jonathan.
The reason why they trying to trade him is because they're unproductive and highly paid. But Dexter Lawrence is highly paid and highly productive. So if I'm getting what I'm actually paying for, then I don't mind that. But if I got Jonathan Gennard out there who's getting paid $12 million a year just to give me 2 to 3 sacks and potentially 5 tackles, I'm really low on you niggas. I'm really low.
The Green Bay Packers seems like a spot that Lawrence would be. The Packers, pairing with Micah Parsons.
They need it. Didn't they just get somebody though? They just signed Rashawn Gary off, so they might need some defensive tackle help or just a little bit of interior because they got rid of Kenny Clark. So at the end of the day, they need somebody down in the middle.
Who did they sign? They signed somebody.
I feel like they did. Didn't they trade for Mozzie or somebody? Or
it was somebody they traded for. It was a defensive end they got. I think in free agency. I forgot who.
The dude from the Cowboys.
Zaire Franklin.
Yeah, they did get Zaire Franklin. They did get him. They did get him. But yeah, man, I look, I wouldn't be mad if the Giants, hey man, take this day 3 pick for Kayvon Thibodeau. I'll take Kayvon on that song for Carolina.
But see, hold on. See, here's the thing. What you're doing is messing with that number 9 pick again. Because if we get Kayvon Thibodeau, I guarantee you,
man, let's go crazy. Ruben Bain, Kayvon, let's go.
Ruben Bain, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Chris Jones, and George Karlaftis with George.
Send waves.
If we did that, we switching to a 3-4 defense, and I'm guaranteeing that we about to ball the fuck out. Because at the end of the day, we got like 9 defensive end, linebacker, and rushing motherfuckers. Boy, give me George Karlaftis and Brian Burns. Boy, I'm getting a jersey. I'm sitting on the sideline with popcorn doing a shot. I mean, I'm doing something. Like that defensive, like we haven't had a defensive line that looked that good since Justin Houston and Tamba. To be honest, and the thing is, like, as good as Chris has been over the years he's been here, the year that he had his most production, he had Frank. The year he had the least amount of production is basically now. Where he's just, we know who you are, 2-3. You get 2-3 of these linemen, everybody else take everybody else. And that's where
Bain fits.
Exactly.
He's like Frank Clark.
Perfectly. Yeah. Bain gives you that off the edge pressure that you can't catch this defensive end and you got to watch him. Now you have to shift out your offensive line a little bit, which takes that pressure off of Chris Jones a lot. So he's not getting doubled or as doubled. I guarantee you that's your worst nightmare.
Yeah, of course, and that's what they need. That's what I want. I want them to get some other pressure on the other side. So now you can't double team Chris Jones all the time. You're gonna have to send some resources at him, but not all the time to where it's like, all right, we're 95 out. All right, we got him. Boom. No, you got to worry about Bain and George and whoever else is in that defensive line.
Hey, and the crazy thing, that does 2 things that could extend Chris Jones' career because he's not taking all that punishment. And then 2, the value might go up. So if there's talks that you might want to trade him. Following
Trade
You're
who?
not trading that man.
I'm just saying.
He's
just
retiring the Chiefs.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, he's retiring the Chiefs because
If-
ain't nobody taking that contract.
No,
That's
Chris
just
Jones is
basically
going to
what it-
retire Chief.
His
I
contract
don't
is-
want to see him wearing another uniform. No, like he's
I think
like
he's got
Kels.
2 more years in him and he's out.
Hold on, fellas. I hear what you're saying. But if a team approaches you with an offer that you just can't refuse, we gotta really like, yo, this is good.
I want to know what I can't refuse before I say no.
Yeah.
Because you sit up here talking some big shit. I know what I got versus what you trying to give me. Because guess what? You come with like, I got 4 first-round picks. Motherfucker, you picking at 20 every year. Hell no. Get on.
There's no way. Like I think
Nobody's giving him for a 30-something-year-old defensive tackle. Hell no.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever trade.
Somebody does offer for a first. I think you would take it for a 30.
Well, if they have, yeah.
If he's
First of all, you have to ask if they're drunk. Like, what the fuck?
That's like blue for real.
Chris
I
Ballard?
love Chris Jones, but what?
I was like, what are you, Chris Ballard? What's wrong with you, man?
Hey. Somebody offers 4 first for Chris Jones, man. I think y'all it's not to take that. Bro.
If somebody offers 4 first for Chris Jones, I want you to wake up, Mar. I want you to wake the fuck up because that never happened. that was look. You been hanging out with Joe? What the fuck going on? I need to know what's really. Are you okay? Because 4 first is nuts.
Nah.
All right.
See, you know,
go ahead, George. Go ahead, George.
I'm just big on us doing what we need to do in the draft. 9, 29, and 40 are so important. I just don't want us to fuck it up. That's the thing.
There's going to be a corner in there somewhere.
But the later part of the draft is where I get more interested because at this point, I guarantee you, everybody's gonna stop watching the draft after the first 2 rounds.
Not me.
Because me, I'm a football savant. I'm gonna watch that motherfucker until Mr. Irrelevance pick because I know it's
That's
a reason
where
why
Beast does his damage in the 4th,
exactly 4th through the 6th.
Yeah,
So
you go crazy over there.
And I brought this to John earlier today. Do y'all think we draft a running back in later rounds?
I wouldn't be mad at it.
I
think in the 5th, 6th round, if there's a guy there that has high value, yeah, why not? Kenneth Walker's on a 2-year deal. I like. Well, he's 3, but it's really a 2. DeMarcado, I like DeMarcado. I liked him when he was in Arizona. I think
that's my bubble player.
I think outside of one play, everybody goes crazy over the fumble but they don't take into account that he ran faster than any running back we had last year to get to the end zone to fumble.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we had.
I like that.
Somebody.
I like that he's explosive. We haven't had any explosive plays from the running back,
and he's good. He's good on 3rd down. He's a good pass bucket. I like Rashee Smith as far as being a catcher out of the backfield. But if somebody's still there, if like somehow I don't think he's gonna slip, but like if a Mike Washington or somebody like that is in day 3, I'm not mad at it.
I was looking at Katron Allen.
Him too.
Because
or Nick Singleton. Either one of them Penn State.
I want that to be the 4 or 5 pick in my eyes because you bring him up, you have DeMarcado and what's his name from last year that we drafted? Rashee Smith. They're bubble players to me in my mind. They have that you could be on the practice squad vibe. Yeah. I'm saying DeMarcado because, of course, his deal is indicative to him going into a practice squad still. It's not a lot of money at all.
No.
And it's one of those situations where it's like, if I got somebody better than you that's not getting paid as much as you, I have 2 running backs right there who's decent, so I can bring them in and not pay you and do that. But DeMarcado seems like a decent pickup. I'm not mad at him at all, but I just do think that, we need to fill out the roster at every level so where we don't have a drop-off. We've been bad at running back. Not necessarily bad. I don't want to give Pacheco a bad label. Pacheco has been more injured. Like, I feel like the last few years, all of our running backs have been hurt from day one. Like, you got drafted, you played 1 good year, you got hurt. Mm-hmm. That goes for Clyde. That goes for Isaiah. It goes for most people. So I just feel like, hey, we got to figure out what we're going to do at this healthy running back position. And we've kind of got a little bit of an answer to it now. I don't know if we kind of keep going with that. I know there's so many picks that we actually have to kind of get before the start of training camp. There's so many players that we got to sign. There's so many players that are still out there to be signed. There's receivers that we can sign that are still out there that we don't necessarily need to draft, but might cost a little bit more money. And, I wouldn't see us signing any of those, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of roster spots to fill.
One of my things for the draft is, and George and I talked about it, and I don't know if it was a move up, move down, but I always thought if you're going to draft a pass catcher, why not try and get that Sadiq out of Oregon? And
I'm not mad at Sadiq. I'm not mad at Sadiq in the 20s. If we move up in the 20s and go get him, I'm not mad at him. And
I don't think he'll be there.
When I saw people picking him at 9, I said it's too rich for me. Like I just.
But like
I think he's an athletic freak, but I just the 800 yards in 2 seasons.
Yeah. Like again, I just
to his point, he is playing for Oregon.
True.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, Oregon has one. How many Oregon tight ends can you name that has been just the premier top draft pick? Not very many. Not very many.
Too bad he's not playing from Iowa.
Now, if he was playing in Iowa, you would have knew about that motherfucker 4 years ago.
Yeah.
We got a black.
He drafted third. If he was Iowa, he'd be drafted 3rd overall. Like, let's be fair.
And I think there's some good tight, and also I think there's some good tight ends in this draft too. So
yeah,
I'm not high on them going to get Keon Sadiq. I'll be fine with the Eli Stores.
Yeah.
I'll be fine with
Eli Stores is nasty.
I wouldn't be mad. I think Max Clare just got caught up. He's in Ohio State. You got Jeremiah Smith. You got Carnell Tate. Like, you're gonna be.
The only thing about him is that I feel like he's more of a blocking tight end.
Well, he was so good. If you go watch his Purdue tape, though, if you watch his Purdue tape, he looked like he doing shit like Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I could do shit like Travis Kelce against Purdue. You seen their defense? That defense was Swiss cheese.
No, I'm saying when he was playing for Purdue before he transferred over to
exactly what my
Ohio
point.
State.
You play against those guys and you're better than those guys. You're gonna show up on tape when you play for those guys as if you're the number one player. When you transfer to systems that are a little bit bigger than you, I need to see what production can you do in that system as well.
I think they made him gain weight too.
They did make him gain weight. That's why I was like he's more of a blocking tight end because when he got to state, it was just like he's not as explosive. He's still explosive. Still can get out there and go get the ball. That's not a problem. It's just that I noticed him more on that offensive line, making Bo Jackson look great.
For sure. But no, there's some tight ends in there that definitely I think we can get later in the draft. All right, Mar, speaking of draft, we've been doing this little program, for a week now. This is our 2nd week doing it. I wanted Mar to pick some sleeper prospects. We've been talking about day 3, George. So I figured, what I'm saying? Hey, Mar, go find some players that the Chiefs Kingdom could put on their radar that they could possibly be picking on day 3. So, Mar, what do you got for us?
Hey, man. Hey, believe it or not, there's a lot of wide receiver talk, so I decided to put up the wide receiver market just in case the Chiefs decide to, day 3 shop wide receiver market. So, hey, we got a little fire and ice today. So sometimes when there's smoke, there's fire. I introduced to y'all, hey, my man Ted Hurst, 6'4", 205. Hey, 21 years old. Hey, gotta love what he does on the outside. Hey, 4'2", 40 that he ran in the combine. So yes, the bigger frame, but the guy got a little speed to that thing. So how we love some speed over here in Kansas City. Even though we love our barbecue low and slow, we love some speed on the field, no doubt. So he provides that a little bit with the size. And of course, being 6'4", he's an automatic mismatch. There he is at the bottom. And hey, I know he played at Georgia State. So there's going to be a lot of folks that's going to, criticize, say, hey, you played in the Sun Belt. But, hey, you can find talent anywhere and everywhere. The film, you can get him. He is going to be a project, obviously, day 3. Going to have some drop issues. But it reminds me of a possible, when everybody was excited about Justin Ross. That just didn't really quite, well, it didn't take off, all right, because he's no longer here. So regardless, I remember the hype train. So the man can be a red zone demon with a little speed. So, help develop his routes. And with the new coach staff that we got at, at one Arrowhead Drive, with the history of that, hey, I'm not saying he could be, mossing guys that not like that, but the coach did coach him. So maybe he can help, come up with a little tidbits on how that man, the freak Randy Moss, did some things, help Ted Hurst out, help develop him with that. So day 3 still possibly Ted Hurst. So yeah. All right. So like I said, fire and ice. Now this next guy, he's definitely cold-blooded. Now he's not gonna be a Blazer. I presented you Malachi Fields, another 6'4" guy, 218. A little bit older, 23 years old, so he did play a little extra years in NCAA, but high points the ball. You gotta love that. All right. We got some of the issues we had in our wide receiver room was, being able to either, beat man-on-man coverage or, make the tough catches in, man-on-man coverage. I think that Malachi Fields can provide that. He's not going to be a Blazer. That's the only knock on him. And, that's okay because obviously with the roster that is already constructed with the Chiefs, speed is everywhere. But this guy is like a cold-blooded possession-type receiver, makes the tough catches, something that can provide if Travis Kelce, is double, triple team, whatever, they're going to still focus on him. If Rashee doesn't develop, if Xavier can't stay in bounds, but, hey, it could be a solid option, a Justin Watson, not so fast Justin Watson type option for Patrick. But the guy is cold-blooded with his route running. He's just slow. Ran a 4.61 40. Obviously, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but the football speed is there. Guy plays tough. I'm just saying, the guy is cold-blooded when it comes to his route running. Gets open. That's another thing. I mean, hey, 6'4", that's automatic mismatch, but the hands are there. Get him with our coaching staff on the offense. And, hey, just saying, if we not going to get Jeremiah Love, we might as well get the best Notre Dame option out there that is going to be available that could possibly help the team. Cold-blooded Malachi Fields. I'll let you play.
All right, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Ted Hurst. I like Ted Hurst. Like you said, he has a lot of upside in him. He has some Taekwondo Thornton in him. Speed, deep threat down the field guy. So I wouldn't be mad if they got him like 4th, 5th round. And Malachi Fields, same thing. He's more of a, like you said, a possession guy. If you don't get a Cardinal Tate per se, maybe you see what you can get in Malachi Fields. He's more of that possession, big body, go down the field type guy. So I'm not mad at either one of those wide receivers at all. In day 3.
Mm-hmm. Can't teach big, and you can't teach fast. And that's, we need a big guy. We need a big receiver. We don't have a, Rashee's big, but we don't have that possession guy. I like that possession guy.
No, Rashee's like 6 foot, 6'1". Taekwon's like 6'2". That's probably the tallest wide receiver we got.
He's 6'2".
Yeah.
6'2".
Y'all really want a big receiver like that?
I'm not tripping. I just want a receiver that can beat man coverage. That's what I want.
Because that's what I want. I want a receiver that can beat man coverage.
You gonna find out what I want.
Being 6'4", and this is for me. I always felt like this. I can have, and I guess because I've watched teams be successful without that big ass receiver, because that big ass receiver just brings attention. If he ain't no goddamn good, then it's just repetitive as far as what you've been getting, and he's just a bigger target to go ahead and look and do so. So in my mind, the last time the Chiefs really had a big wide receiver was Dwayne, and he was, in my mind, the only receiver we had for a long time, as far as being consistently productive, as far as being somebody you could throw to in any kind of coverage, and he was going to either come down with the ball, tip the ball, and hit his hand, some way like that, right? that only works nowadays with certain types of receivers, certain dogs. Let me give you an example. DK Metcalf. You got 6 good plays at the motherfucker.
But he runs 2 good routes. That's
it.
You got 6 good plays, whether they great routes, great catches, down the field for DK for 70. After that 70, 60-yard ball, he watching just like us. So I'm not big on that. Like, I haven't seen big receivers be the big receiver. Like, Randy Moss was the last real big receiver that I would say put fear in anybody's eyes.
Terrell.
Megatron?
T.O.
come
Megatron.
after Randy Moss? No, he did not. He was before.
No,
Megatron.
At the same time, pretty much.
They were around the same time. But yeah.
So who did you know first?
I mean, Randy Moss bursted on the scene.
Exactly.
He was more highly touted. He wasn't.
I remember Owens. Owens started before because I thought he played with the Niners in
The Niners.
94.
Exactly. So when you have
But
Randy
Megatron
Moss,
to me was like he was the ideal receiver.
He was both of them.
he was the size and the ability. But it's just like you didn't fear Detroit enough to care about who was playing there.
This is true. Nah, he's got
but you know, like.
Wait,
that's
Calvin's fault that the franchise was ears.
No,
but that's the reason why he left.
That's
the reason why the nigga left.
Yeah,
the nigga was like, I'm tired of this shit, and I know y'all ain't, so I'm gone.
Yeah, but they had 2.
They was doing special team type coverage on Calvin Johnson.
Exactly. They put 11 motherfuckers out there on him. They put all 11 on him.
They cover 81, bro.
Nah.
But the Detroit Lions are the same organization that lost 2 generational players after 9 years. Like
2? I can count 4. I'll throw Ndamukong Suh in there because y'all let him walk when he was the best defensive player that y'all had in probably like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not in the level of Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson.
Hey, and Ndamukong Suh was a monster, bro.
Because he's not a receiver?
And he was a monster, but like no, because Barry Sanders is like, you know.
Nebraska, he was.
He was.
He was destroyed. Look, I'm a lineman connoisseur. I like big motherfuckers because I'm a big motherfucker myself. You can't teach big because we are cursed with it. Guess what? I'm on the motherfucking airplane. I got to buy 2 seats because I got all this ass. Bam. Bam. You got to be big than a motherfucker to know what a big motherfucker like. I'm just saying.
No, but again, they lose generational players, so that's nothing. But I don't think we're drafting Calvin Johnson here. But I want a guy to just catch the ball. We've had so many dudes who drop the ball, just catch the ball.
Yeah,
like
I hear you.
I don't give a damn. He's 6'4" or 5'1".
Yeah,
catch that bitch.
Well, yeah, whatever. Just catch it. Just catch the ball.
I think I get it. People want that 6'2", 6'3", 210, 215. They want T. Higgins.
It's appealing.
They want T. Higgins. And T. Higgins is very good. He is. You know what I'm saying?
When he's on the field.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem in itself. That's a problem in itself.
Him and DK. Hoop.
Yeah.
6'4" receiving my ass. Like, I'm just saying. Every 5'10" motherfuckers stay on the field, but 6'4", you just can't be here today. All right, got it.
George Pickens, but you know about George.
Oh, don't bring up him. Jesus.
They will not let the
Chiefs
George
fans are still pining for George Pickens. Still pining for. Yeah, they wish he was here.
Then he run that wrong route for Patrick throw interception. They're gonna be ready to get him out of here.
Yeah, we won 3 Super Bowls with him.
Hell, we wanted Kadarius Toney. I mean,
that's what
I don't listen to very many Chiefs fans anymore as far as what the fuck they want. But you want to sit down and watch the game. That's what you want. But see, I'm like this. I just want a team that's productive. I just want a team that don't look bad on Sundays when we try to play games. Like, if we lost the game by 1 point every week, I'd be mad about it, but I wouldn't be as mad about it if we weren't productive at all. This year, we got predictable as fuck. Week 7, they're going at 4, 87, and then everything else is coming down the pipeline, is what they said. Because I said the same shit. And when we went out there week 10, I watched the same shit happen. 4th and 10, 3rd and 1. I mean, how many times were we in that situation last year? It's just like, how many times do we have to be in those situations to kind of be, all right, we have to be better. And this is exactly what we are right now. We have to be better. We have to do all the things that makes us better. We are literally here talking about this shit right now because we know we have an area opportunity that we haven't had in a long motherfucking time being Chiefs fans, and the opportunity to be great out of the gate versus being good and getting great. This is an opportunity to be better. Like, when the last time we had a top 10 pick? When the last time we had an opportunity to get a good that's what I'm saying. Eric Fisher ain't been here in years.
Never going to get Patrick Mahomes yet.
Exactly. Eric Fisher. So we don't get this opportunity very often at all. We have to strike gold. And I think that's why everybody's so hard on we should pick this left tackle. We should pick this right tackle. We should pick this defensive end. I'm going to let Brett Beach do his fucking job. And I'm going to do my job and buy the jerseys. Okay?
I trust Brett Beach. I mean, I'm not the guy who gets angry. I'm like, well, he obviously knows because he's got 3 Super Bowl rings, and I'm on the couch. But I'm like,
the crash out level. We pick off his line. It's gonna be a.
Well, that's gonna be yeah. I'm like, who let him smoke weed before he like picked that day? Like I just don't think that's gonna happen. I think I don't think that's gonna happen. But I don't think so either. I trust the guy. I mean, so he's had a great offseason. I mean,
but in the situation, but if it does, I'm letting you know right now. He may not be. Well, he might do it live at his job. We doing a show live.
I just want the invite. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'm on the highway.
I might be working. I got streaming off on my phone. We going live. I'm hitting record. I'm hitting start. Hey, fam, everybody, come on. It's time to ride. Cause I'm letting you know right now, Chiefs Kingdom, they pick a offensive tackle. That 9 is going down.
Hey,
the level of crash out.
I'll put it to you like this. You know the funny thing is, just your luck. They pick a tackle at 9. And he just ends up being the best goddamn tackle we ever seen.
We better have the best offensive
line in the
league. We better have the best offensive line in the league.
Hey, we better have Trent Williams on the right side. Damn it.
Damn near. Because I'm just like this. Like I said, I'm going to let Brett Beach do his job. These last few years, y'all can say he's had these misses and hits and all this other shit. It's just a simple fact. Every draft pick that he's hit on has been a hit in a major way. Every pick that he didn't hit on has been either a miss by injury or position or out of position. Because let's say like Kingsley, I would say out of position. I'll call that easily out of position. You drafted a left tackle and in hopes of getting one and got a left guard, a really good left guard. So yeah, if I was looking for a guard, that'd have been a perfect time to go ahead and get one if I was looking for that. But that's not what I was looking for. And I had to go ahead and basically take that money and move it over here. That's all I heard. But I'm not mad about that because now that you got this left guard playing the way you got him playing, I don't have to worry about that shit for the next few years, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad about it. So I'm going to let Brett Beach do his job. I'm just waiting on draft day. I just know for pick 9, I'm with Mar. If that offensive tackle shows up, bitch, I'm in the car. That's all I'm gonna say. You can take whatever you want from that, whatever that means to you. Bitch, I'm in the car.
Hey, no worries. I'm gonna have send you the invite after we get it started. Matter of fact, I don't even think we're gonna pay an intro video. We just gonna go straight.
Cut it raw. Just right to the point. No, fuck all that singing and shit. What is this? Fuck all that singing.
Because it's not a happy moment. I don't
not at all. Not at all.
Like I said, they better look like Willie Rowe, Brian Waters, Will Shields is out there. They better look John Tate. Casey Liggett.
Casey Liggett. It better look real good.
You better look like that office boy. That's all I got to say. All right. We kind of been talking about it, but I still wanted to get your guys' assessment of the offseason. Like you said, the big splash was Ken Walker. I guess that's what he wants to be called now. That's what Mitch Holtis said. He wants to be called Ken Walker. So I don't know what's up with these players that want to change their names when they go to different teams. Travis Etienne or Etienne, whatever his name is.
HN.
You know what I'm saying? But we signed him. We get Cris Style, a good defensive tackle, good nose tackle that can take up some blocks, possibly help out Chris Jones, you know what I'm saying? So he won't get double teamed so much, especially against the run. They also signed the safety, Lohi Gilman. I actually like that pick. Good Roman safety. Good. He can play a little bit of free, a little bit of strong safety. But possibly somebody you ain't got to put 27 in the slot.
Yeah. Turns the ball over and can cover. It turns the ball over.
That too. That's what I like about it. And that's what we need. We need somebody who can turn the football over for sure. Also, Kehu Kador, the cornerback from Miami Dolphins. He tore his ACL last year, but when he was in there, he was a good nickel corner. So maybe somebody who also can keep 27 out of the slot and, could possibly replace some of their Trent McDuffie production. You know what I'm saying? And then they also did something real funny and signed Kaya Elam. If he turns him into something that's very productive, I'm laughing at Buffalo. I'm laughing.
The amount of money that corners who have been coached by Dave Merritt professionally got paid this offseason. Like, I hope he gets a watch. I hope they give him a car. Like, I hope he gets something. Like, because Jesus, he just pumps him out.
He does, and that's what I said. If they turn Kaya Elam into a productive corner, I'm laughing at Buffalo. I am. That should make you fire Brandon B. Like, why can you get that out of him? Would you let them get something out of him? Damn, Chiefs always get do it again.
This is the thing, man. The Kaya Elam signing for me is literally one of those. He can't be worse than what he's already been.
Yeah.
He literally can't.
Oh, I bet you can. Like,
leave it to John to try to find a silver lining.
Like, no.
For me, I think he had good years as a Cowboy. And the thing about playing for the Cowboys is you're under a level of scrutiny to do so much shit versus actually just play your position. It's not just playing corner and being good at corner. You got to play corner. You got to damn near play linebacker too because somebody getting their ass beat. Mm-hmm. So, in my opinion, Kaya Elam is not a bad talent. He's still talented as a player. I just think that he's been playing in systems that don't benefit him at all.
A lot of zone. He's a man-to-man corner.
Man-to-man corner.
He's been playing a lot of zone. Played a lot of zone in Buffalo. That's not his strong suit. So
playing him here wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
He's obviously got talent, and I just think that they see a talent that they might be able to develop. Give him the Dave Merritt. Let's see what we can get. Play him, like you said, play him in a system. Play him more man. The Spags wants to play man-to-man. Maybe that's, maybe we get something out of him.
Yeah, just let Taekwon and Xavier Warner run a bunch of verts at his ass and see what happens.
I mean, all he can do is turn his hips and try to catch up. That's all he can fucking do. Like, what do you want me to do? The motherfuckers runs a 5'1". I turned my hips when he was at the 20. All right? Nigga's gone.
Shit, I gave 20 yard cushion, cuz.
Yeah, like, nah. But at the end of the day, nobody's really beating that. So you can't really be mad at him.
He did run a 4.3. I mean,
he was fast. He's fast.
Yeah, but just not fast enough at times.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen him give up on plays too. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want him to give up on plays. I don't want him to have those moments to where he feel like it's all on him. I mean, it might be, but goddamn, don't look like it, boy. Just get back out there.
Hey, we've seen him a few times when he's been
barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert.
He has been just
finger licking good, bro.
He has been finger licking. So I'm just saying,
But the one thing I have been interested in to see maybe in these next couple of weeks what they do at defensive end. I do think they still should bring in a veteran defensive end, somebody who could be the bridge, even if they do Ruben Bang. I'm all for Cam Jordan. He had 10.5 sacks last year. I'd take that any day. Even if he don't give us 10.5, give us 7. I'm fine with that too. But you bring in somebody like a Cam Jordan, a veteran, you know he's going to play all the games. He's going to bring a veteran presence. He's trying to go for a Super Bowl, so you know he's trying to come over here to Kansas City and try to win one. So before he, leaves, retires and goes off and do whatever he's going to do. But I wouldn't be mad at a Cam Jordan. I wouldn't be mad at that. So we can bring somebody like that in, and you draft a Ruben Maine or somebody like that, then we're cooking with grease right there at defensive end. But they definitely need to bring somebody in. And I wouldn't be mad at a veteran wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be mad because I felt like when they traded for him, Xavier Worthy got better. D-Hop. We made D-Hop. I'm not mad at D-Hop. Bring him back in the room. Oh, you bring him back in the room. They need
I'm taking shits that did better.
We did see George and I were in the building.
I've seen him live.
25 yards up in the end zone when he had the D-Hop game. When he made the catch in triple coverage and he caught the touchdown.
My man had a bad meniscus that year, man. It was already known. I think he's healthier this year. I'm not asking D-Hop to come in.
To your point,
D-Hop.
Hold on. To your point, he had a bad meniscus that year. What about last year? All right. What about that shit? You call that a fun time?
Did you see the Ravens last year?
I'm not asking. Hold on. We're not asking about the Ravens. We're talking about D-Hop. And D-Hop played for the Ravens.
I'm not asking D-Hop to come in here to be a viable. I'm just asking. We need a veteran presence.
If we need a veteran presence, there's a lot of receivers out there that give you a lot of veteran presence. But the only thing is,
I think Worthy and Rice.
You want a specific type of veteran presence in there too. That's the thing. Because D-Hop would be the perfect veteran presence to bring in, even if he's not as productive. Mm-hmm. That's the thing about D-Hop. He doesn't necessarily – you want that man to be in that building to help those receivers on a mental level. Not saying that you want somebody to help out on the field. In this particular case, if we bring in a veteran receiver now, the veteran receivers are a lot younger than him and others that are a little bit more in the vet side. You have Juwan Jennings, who's still available.
I like Juwan
Jennings. You have Deebo Samuel, who's still available. You have Odell Beckham, who's still available. All these players are significantly younger than D-Hop in some way, form, or fashion. So it's just like, all right, I get a little bit of veteran presence. I do get a little bit of the veteran receiver in there too. But I also don't want a diva because I don't want somebody, y'all not throwing me the ball. Nigga, you're 33. All right, wrap it up. I should send you home. But the guys like you. They said that the $150 million that you're making, at one point in time in your career kind of shows them that it can be made. So it's just like, all right, I need to let them know that these things are possible if you do the things. Like, that's just easy. Like, I would love to have him in the room just to be able to kind of say, all right, on this play, do this. When he hits you off, do this. But if I want an advisor in there, I would bring him in as an advisor. I don't want to bring him in as a roster spot. That's my thing. I don't want to bring him in and take up a roster spot that I can potentially
I don't think you draft or signing D-Hop is going to impede you from drafting a wide receiver is what I'm saying. And so you bring D-Hop into the room. You bring D-Hop in the room. I just think we need a veteran guy in there. Like, look, okay, you bring Tyreek Hill back. First of all, you feel like his medicals are good. You feel like he's back to being somewhat semblance of Tyreek Hill.
I don't want Rashee Rice and Tyreek Hill on the same team.
Exactly.
That. Exactly. I don't want that. What you talking about is gonna get everybody locked up. Like,
he's gonna teach Rashee Rice how to have more babies.
Hey, babies in court cases.
Babies in court cases. Both of them can't drive. I don't want y'all ride with each other. I don't want y'all going out to the club and talking about, you see old girl. Nope, you ain't see shit last night. Your ass was at Joe's barbecue. You came home, you had 2 brewskis and went to sleep. Right?
Hey, we took a Uber.
Right, we took a Uber. We did something else.
Don't let me pick the Uber.
Night.
Oh shit, bro.
Now, Juwan Jennings, I like Juwan Jennings. I think he can come in and provide some of that, in the middle of the field type stuff. He's good on crossing routes, drags. I think he's good
I
stuff like that.
I think he would be perfect for Rashee Rice.
I think he would too.
He would be.
Now, I don't know. I've heard some bad things about Juwan Jennings.
What about Juju?
Hold on. This is the.
No, I don't want you.
We've had that already. What you doing?
But like as a veteran, like that's.
Yeah, but,
no.
It is what it is. It's that one's I'm good on. Like
I'm not saying Juju is bad.
No, that's what I'm with you.
But I'm past. Look, I had that dollar already. I seen it before. I know what that do. I want something else. Like it's like going back to your job every day, knowing that you could easily get this promotion. Like, yeah, I could get promoted, but why? No. Take the money. So let's not do with the whole bring back. Let's not be regular Chiefs fans here and bring back old motherfuckers who are just getting older. All right, he was old when he got here. Now you want him while he's older.
I just think the veteran. You talk about a veteran presence and a guy like you're not worried about production
actually playing.
That's more like the D-Hop because he's not. Like Cris was saying, he's not expecting D-Hop to be 100 catch guy or anything like that. But just there to guide the wide receivers and give them some guidance and maybe contribute a little bit. Not, in that vein, I thought,
Here's my thing with Juju. I'm not saying Juju's a bad guy, but he still has a young mind presence to him. So I don't think he doesn't raise the floor. He doesn't make everybody galvanize the troops to make them better.
Did you call Juju Benjamin Button?
He's like 29. He's not that old. He just been in the league for a very long time. He was like 20 when he got drafted.
Yeah, but that's what I want.
Patrick Mahomes.
That's what I want, though, because I want a guy who's been there. Like, he's been in the league. Like DeAndre Hopkins, it's not just that he's 33. It's that he's been in the league a long time and played at a high level. And I think so is Juju. That's what.
It's like, after the draft and they couldn't get nobody. Yeah, we're going to bring Juju back.
You watch. They're going to sign Juju, and you'll be like, God damn it.
If they sign Juju,
you're blaming me.
I'm blocking your ass first because guess what? I don't want to hear you say, I told you so. You ain't tell me shit. All right. But the thing is, like I say, I'm not out on Juju. I just don't feel like that's going to be something that we need to go forward. I feel like signing players that we've already had kind of has a connotation of let's go back and be what we once were.
I want that.
Nobody else want that. Yeah. Nobody else is the same. Like the reason why you were able to do that is because everybody was at a level to where you could do that. Now we're advanced. I'm 90% sure that the people that Juju was playing coverage on, or people who were playing coverage on Juju, either are better or not there. So it's like, all right, you kind of have to understand where the room is going with this. My offseason veteran would be Juwan Jennings, simply because, of course, I'm not asking him for major production, but I'm also not asking him to sit on the sideline and be able to not show the young motherfuckers how to do said moves. Because the thing about D-Hop is that his body style is totally different from every receiver ever made. There's only so many receivers with 4X hands. There's only so many receivers who are 6'3" and can jump out the gym. So I can't teach Xavier Worthy how to go ahead and be able to take a certain type of hit because he's not that size. I can't teach, Sky Moore to jump this high to catch this ball like this because he's not that tall. So getting a receiver that's a little bit more of I had to work and get it out the mud veteran receiver is a lot going to be, all right, he's going to show you the meticulous moves that you're going to have to make to be a little bit better than the next guy. And not saying D-Hop can't do that, but from the level of D-Hop doing that, to me, it's just that he's trying to teach everybody who I can't teach from this perspective. If I went out there and told Mar, lift this motherfucker up off his feet, and the first thing he says, how? The first thing I'm doing is walking the fuck off. All right? I can't teach you how to beat me. If I tell a motherfucker like me, lift his ass off his feet, all he gonna do is lift and go. That's just what he knows. That's natural ability. So I want somebody who naturally knows how to play the position at every stop. The thing about D-Hop is he's played it at the one everywhere he's gone.
Yeah, so, yeah. But but like I said, when we traded for him, I'm just saying in Xavier Worthy's rookie season, because he was at that crossroads of he was starting to hit that rookie wall a little bit. Things weren't coming good to him. Then when D-Hop, and he's even said this himself, when D-Hop came into the room, he was picking his brain. D-Hop was showing him some things. You saw the growth and him being better, getting more out of what Connor Embrun was showing him.
Yeah, can I put a caveat on that though, Cris? You talk about the veteran leadership is like we got a wide receiver coach now. who I think will be able to help with some of that.
And Rashee said that on the live.
And a big caveat to all this offensive stuff that we talk about is maybe something that we haven't really brought light to is that we got EB back.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of the noise is going to be a little bit different. That's why I'm not 100% sure where the offense should go right now, because there's been a change in the regime on how they're going to do things. They brought this wide receiver coach in. Let's see what he does. Let's bring EB back. Let's see what the running backs do. Let's bring in DeMarco Murray. Let's get some real running back production from a running back. Like, that's what veteran presence looks like to me in my mind. When you got a coach like DeMarco Murray, who's played in the NFL, who's won an MVP from their running back position, who can tell you how to run through a certain offense, when he was there. Because him playing for the Cowboys is a perfect experience. I had to do this, and this, and I had to be perfect at it. Versus, people who come in, yeah, you can do the job, but, that's just what it is. You got EB to give you all the little things. You have DeMarco Murray to tell you how to play running back at the level that you need to learn how to play running back. Yeah. And then you got Kenneth Walker in the backfield. Yeah. I think we're set there. Yeah. As far as the running game, I'm not going to say we're not set, but I think that's just about as good as it gets if you want to go ahead and put it together in the offseason. Yeah, the wide receiver room, I feel like that we do need a veteran presence there, but it matters who. It really matters who. Because I feel like D-Hop is not a bad pickup in that room, but I know that as far as if these receivers get injured again or something happens to them, then that's where we're back at. That's the reason. That's the only reason I don't want D-Hop back in the office, because I feel like, his skill is still his skill, but it's not translating today, not very well. Yeah. And I think that a lot of teams are seeing exactly what they can get out of D-Hop if they put him in those situations. He's not, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but I can tell you right now he's ring chasing, which, I don't want to get in the way of you ring chasing either, because I know for a fact that if he comes here and expects to win a ring, that's a possibility too. But everybody we've ever brought in on this roster has had to make some kind of impact in a very special way at some point in time. And he had his opportunity to in the Super Bowl. He just dropped it.
Oh, yeah. That was bad. That's when I walked out of the room.
Yeah, I was like, this one I'm okay. As Chiefs fans, I'm pretty sure we all have this sentiment. We could be down a touchdown or two, but when the shit hits the fan is when you start noticing everybody else on the field knows we down a touchdown or two, and they still fucking up. That was where I was just like,
when he dropped that wide open, that was a touchdown pretty much.
Oh, it was nobody on that side. It was a walk-in.
If he had scored that, I'd have been going into halftime like, all right.
He dropped that ball and put his hands on his head, and I was like, put your fucking hands down.
I was like,
don't do that.
I was like,
put your hands down.
Put your hands down. No, put them in your pockets. All right, put them in your pockets. Don't talk to me, because
it's over.
That was like, all right. For me, all right, and I say this right now, and I probably haven't said this even on our podcast or anything like that, but that moment made me feel a certain type of way about D-Hop. And I guess that's probably in the back of my mind.
I think they had a lot of people feeling that way.
Like, it was the whole fur coat thing, and then you get in the game, you still wearing a coat, basically. You still walking around with the coat. Because I didn't see
everybody on that field was wearing a coat.
Everybody wearing Worthy.
Except for Xavier Worthy. He was the only one still playing.
And I'm like, that's the only reason I have a knock on D-Hop, is because you had the opportunity to do everything that you came here to do, and you dropped it. And it's not to say that's a knock on you, but I just feel like you had your chance.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I hear you. But Chiefs offseason, I feel like they made some decent moves, but I would like them to bring in some veteran presence at the defensive end and wide receiver. So, all right, let me do this tier list. I did this the other day with defensive ends. Now I'm gonna do wide receivers. Let me bring this up.
Ooh.
All right, y'all. So this is my tier list. You got the S level guys who I feel are at the tippy top. You got your A guys who, they there, but they not there right there at the S level. And you got your B guys. They're fine. They're good. They got upside, but And then I got my C guys that are kind of like, if we pick them, It's cool. Just I'm not gonna be excited. So in the C level, I got Deion Burks out of Oklahoma. I got Antonio Williams out of Clemson, and I got what's his name? Zacharias Branch out of Georgia. Branch, he's the typical small gadget guy, you know what I'm saying? 5'9", 5'10". He made some plays for Georgia, but I don't think he's like a route running type guy. I think he's just a gadget guy. Jet sweeps, things of that nature. He probably be good at punt and kickoff return. If you want to bring him in for that, I'm fine for that. But outside of that, I wouldn't be overly excited for Branch. Antonio Williams, he was actually going into the season. He was looked at as a first-round talent, but he just, Clemson had a bad season. They none of their players lived up to the billing of what we thought. There was a lot of talent on this team that we thought there was going to be first-round picks, and they've slipped. Now, I'd still like some of the guys mostly on defense that I wouldn't mind the Chiefs to pick up, like in the later rounds or, back in the first, early second. But Antonio Williams, you know what I'm saying, he has some talent, but, I don't think that I would be overly excited to go draft him. Now, Deion Burks, he's a different story. He has speed, but he's also built. He's almost built like, I'm not saying he runs like him, but he's built like Tyreek Hill. He's real muscular, real strong, but he's fast. I wouldn't be mad at that pick. You know what I'm saying? He's not somebody I'm running to go get, but if he's day 3 and he's sitting there, I wouldn't be mad at Deion Burks. I think he can give you a little something. He's a guy who can actually beat man coverage too. So I'm not mad at him. Then you go to your B list. You got Denzel Boston. I'm not a big Denzel Boston guy. I've watched him a few plays of him. I don't like his route tree. He's real clunky. He just, I don't know. He like about to damn near trip on his own feet when he runs routes. I'm out on Denzel Boston. I really am. Chris Bell, he tore his ACL last year. He has talent, but we got to see how he looks coming back from an ACL tear. You saw Mar, he talked about Ted Hurst. Like we said, we already know about Ted Hurst, fast, big body receiver, can get down the field. And then you got Elijah Stratt, the other Indiana wide receiver, go up and get it type guy, possession receiver, pretty good. I wouldn't be mad. Smart guy, smart receiver. I wouldn't be mad if he's in the offense. Jeremy Bernard out of Alabama, another guy, smart guy, go up and get the football type dude. George's like, nah.
I'm sorry. Knee-jerk reaction. I'm sorry.
No,
Come on.
Crazy.
But he's a go up and get it type guy. If he's there in day 3, I'm not mad at it. Jacoby Lane, he was the other receiver on the UFC on the other side, more of a down the field threat, deep threat type guy, fast guy, got upside, but we'll have to see on him. And then you got your A list. I got Jordan Tyson. Jordan Tyson is a very interesting case study because reality is he has S-level talent. It's just that the injuries, the hamstrings scare me. And it's not even just hamstrings. My man's had collarbone injury, he had an ACL tear. Like his injury list is not the greatest. So I'm not trying to pick him at 9. Now, if he's there at 40, if he drops, maybe you could talk me into that. But uber talented, but yeah. Then you have Omar Cooper. I actually like Omar Cooper. I thought he was the playmaker at all those wide receivers in Indiana. Very shifty, fast guy. I think you could do some things with him in that offense. Malachi Fields, another guy from Notre Dame. You saw Mar, he talked about him. And then Chris Brazell, he's another fast, wide receiver from Tennessee. Big body, can get down the field. I like him. He's in my A level. And then in my S tier, I got Carnell Tate. And I know a lot of people have their, discord when it comes to Carnell Tate because he played at Ohio State on the other side of Jeremiah Smith. And we all know what Jeremiah Smith represents. He's going to probably be a second overall pick next year in the draft or whatever. But I think Carnell Tate was highly productive at Ohio State. And at this point, man, I trust in them Ohio State wide receivers, dog. I just do, man. They just work. You know what I'm saying? At the very minimum, that he could be a high-end number 2 wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? So,
John, what did I say earlier about Carnell Tate? Oh my God. I literally said those exact words. He will be a glorified number 2. I Oh my God, that's why I don't want Tate at 9.
Yeah,
I don't think he's the best one.
I hear you. Which goes to my guy, my dude. And I know a lot of people say, I don't like them short wide receivers. Let me tell you something. Mekhi Lemon is not your typical 5'11", 195 type wide receiver. He's not Xavier Worthy. That's not what you're getting. This dude gets open. He beats man coverage. He gets over in the middle of the field. He plays bigger than what his size is. He will go up and get the ball. You know them catches that Tyreek Hill used to just climb up and go get? Yeah, Mekhi Lemon's making those type of plays down the field. He was a Biletnikoff winner for a reason. A man gets open. He gets busy. He can get open in man to man, get open in zone. The kid plays bigger than what he is. I just think he's a dog, man. That's why he's my guy. So if we get Mekhi Lemon, just know I'm going crazy. I'm screaming at the top of the hills. I'm going to Mount Charleston because, I'm in Vegas. I'm going to go to Mount Charleston and scream at the top of the hills.
I'm blocking you, too, if we draft Mekhi Lemon at
9. It ain't the first time.
I'm blocking. Yeah, no. I'm sure. In your line of work, I'm positive. but nevertheless, I just say, y'all know how I feel about a receiver at 9.
I feel
it just has to be. He has to get on the field and make us just.
And I think Mekhi
skyrocket. And I don't say Mekhi doesn't. I don't think Carnell Tate doesn't. I'm mostly hating on the idea of a receiver simply because I know how bad we are on defensive line. And not saying that we're bad. I just know how much help we need, and it's not as much help as we need a receiver, but needing that help at defensive end that much more. Because when you're talking about, hey, Cam Jordan, come on, that man played for like 10 years.
I know.
I'm not saying that he's bad, but I'm saying that we're reaching at other positions. We're reaching at old folks that are on their last legs just to go ahead and fill a position. I don't want to get to that point. Just like we asked about Juju, just like we asked about D-Hop. This is a young man's game at the end of the day.
It is.
And veteran presence is just what that needs to be. A presence, not a roster spot.
Right.
Not at 9, maybe. Like, where do you see, like, what would you do if you were the Chiefs? Like, you have 9, you have 29, you have 40.
And I hear George. If Bain, Bailey, Downs is gone, if those 3 are gone, then I'm going wide receiver. I'm sorry.
What
would you not draft Mansour Delaney?
No, because I'm not. Here's the thing, George. I don't believe in you trade your best corner, then go chase a corner.
They do that all the time. They traded Marcus Peters to go ahead and get somebody else. They traded Ty Law
they usually
at the end of his career to do somebody else. They do it all the time.
Yeah, but they usually
Brandon
do
Flowers.
Third and fourth round, they go get corner. They have a track record of, we'll do our business in day 3. We'll get our corners. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that. But I'm saying like this. You just traded Trent McDuffie, a starting corner, and you don't really have a corner of that caliber on your roster. I'm not saying we go out and get one. I'm just saying you have to fill that position at the best of your ability.
Here's my argument, and it's one of the things about the draft is that, like, at 9, like, I think no matter if you draft in the first round and you're the Chiefs, depending on what you need, of course, but corner is always going to be an option.
It is.
You can develop corner.
But I think that you guys can get the corner.
You can get one at 29 and 40.
Yeah, I think you can get one at 29. I think that if Brandon Cisse is there or Chris Johnson from San Diego State, like, there's some corners in this draft that you can get later on that you'll feel good about. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Do I want Mansour Delane? Is he good? I like Mansour Delane. I like Jamal McCoy a little bit better. But any one of those guys, if they slip, like McCoy slips because of his ACL tear and all that stuff, even though he was cleared, but he just didn't play last year. But if he's there, he ran a 4.3 at his pro day, so that's already gonna boost him up. He'll probably go earlier than that. But if he ends up slipping in the 20s and the Chiefs say, hey, let's go get this guy, I'm not mad at that. But I'm just on the mindset, I'm still thinking of 2027, y'all. And if Rashee Rice is not going to get signed back, we're going to need somebody to replace him. And if it's going to be Carnell Tate or Mekhi Lemon or whatever, then so damn be it. You know, they got to feel good about it. But I'm just saying, like, we got to think. We can't just think 2026. We got to think 2027. Yeah. And if, let's say, Rashee Rice goes out there and has 1,500 yards and 12 to 15 touchdowns, he's going to want the bag. I don't care what he feels about his off seasons and all the stuff that he's been through. He's going to want the bag. And Brett Veach is going to be like, I decline.
Yeah, because wide receivers hitting 40 million, 40 plus.
And the wide receivers now, they come out so good because of these 7-on-7 leagues and all this stuff. You can get you a good wide receiver damn near anywhere in the draft nowadays.
Yeah.
They come out. There's typically not a lot of bad wide receivers out there. It's just, you know, depending on what system they go to, but it's a lot of these leagues out here that draw towards wide receiver that it's like, I got to give me a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? And Brett Veach and them might be looking at it like, oh, we Tate's there, and, you know, Bain, Bailey, Downs is gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're going to take one of those offensive linemen because, like I said, none of those offensive linemen that are projected in the first round fit with the Chiefs. Not even the one for Miami. He too big.
Yeah.
He moves like Orlando Brown.
See, the thing about that is he's
Maui Noah, I think his name is. Yeah.
But he's a lot younger. He's a lot smaller than Brown in the sense of his lower half is not as big, and he can actually stretch out. Yeah. The only thing about that is because he played in Miami, it doesn't give him a lot of opportunity against better talent.
Yeah,
you have the opportunity to play against a lot of talent, just not the best version of talent who would be graded in the higher parts of the draft. So you can't say what he would do against a Ruben Bain. Well, you can't say what he would do against a David Bailey or anything like that because he hasn't played those types of players in a game. Now, you can easily take the argument that he's practiced against Ruben Bain almost every day.
Yeah,
and that's always what people are going to say. Well, he practiced against Ruben Bain. I'm going to tell you how these college practices go in a sense. There's an offensive side of the practice and there's a defensive side of the practice. And you meet at the end for about 15 to 20 minutes. And that's those reps that y'all talking about that don't really mean shit in my mind. Because guess what? He practices against this guy, but he doesn't practice against this guy on a regular basis to where it actually makes a difference. Yeah. So you can say that, but it doesn't really do anything for him.
All right, let's stop talking about an offensive lineman. Let's just please. So like Lemon, is it 9? Like, is
for me
taking it
for me? Yeah. Now I know a lot of people have discourse. I think if Mekhi Lemon was 6'2", 215, then I think the discourse would be different. I think because people see, I think a lot of Chiefs fans, they're so, because we know Andy Reid, he has a type. He has a type, y'all. He likes 5'10", 5'11". You know, he has a type. They think that he's a gadget guy. He's a, jet sweep guy. He's, he think he's Xavier Worthy, which I think Xavier Worthy is much more than that. But I'm just saying that's what they look at him like, a McCole Harmon type. You know what I'm saying? That's what they look at him. He's not that type of receiver. He works well in the slot. I think he could develop on the outside. I think he's a dog in the middle of the field. He's a willing blocker. You have to be a good blocker in this offense. That's what they value over a lot of things. So he's going to do that. So I would pick him at 9 if he's sitting there. If Bain, Bailey, Downs is gone. I ain't gonna lie to you, and George, you might kill me for this, man.
I kill everybody for anything.
If Sonny Styles is sitting there, I might think about it.
I'm not. Hey, whoa!
I might think about it, dog. I might think about it, dog.
Don't kill yourself, big dog.
He said, "Pump the brakes." He said, "Pump the brakes."
You might have judged me too quickly.
He said, "Pump the brakes."
Whoa! Sonny Styles is
he's there.
Come here.
I might think about it, John. You talking about Nick Bolton not going anywhere?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
not saying I ship Nick off.
Next season.
I'm just like,
Sonny Styles can be
Sonny
Fred
Styles
Warner.
there.
He can be
you
Fred
have to have
Warner,
us a conversation, Jack.
He can be Fred Warner.
That's Fred Jr.
You can
like
I
see
it.
Look, I put it to you like this. The only reason I didn't say we should draft Sonny Styles is because I know for a fact that there's 8 teams ahead of us who would be stupid not to take him. And they would be in that situation like we would.
He's going to be gone.
If he's gone, he's gone. But if he's not, I'm taking him. Like the fuck? Like that's what everybody's saying. But I just think that Sonny Styles would be amazing in the Chiefs defense. You talking about Chris Jones taking up them double teams? Who you think is going on that backside of that double team every fucking time? Bruh, that would be crazy. It wouldn't be nowhere for you to go.
It's too sunny.
I just know Sonny ain't gonna be there. I've never said Sonny because I know Sonny ain't gonna be there.
I know he's not either. But I'm just saying, if he's there, Bailey gone, Bailey Downs is gone.
Motherfuckers in trouble because that right there, that's a beast. I watched him when bruh can play every side of the field. Yeah. Bruh can cover anybody from tight end to receiver, and he can play with the biggest of them. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hard to find a linebacker who's willing to even play in those areas, bro. So, Sonny, bruh, I hope you have an amazing career wherever you go. But if it's in red and yellow, boy, I got a sandwich for you in the crib. Let's do it. I'm just saying.
No, I hear you. Like I said, if he's sitting there, John, and like I said, Bailey, Downs is gone, and Sonny Styles is sitting there, I'm probably taking him over one of them wide receivers.
I got a question for the podcast. You know, we kind of sit on these picks already kind of going where they go. Is there anybody that trades up before us and steals somebody?
Dallas.
Okay.
Dallas.
Mar, you got anybody?
In Buffalo, everyone would do something smart.
John, you think start now?
John, who you think would jump up and draft somebody if they had the opportunity?
The Bungles.
They're right in front. They're right behind us too. So that would make sense.
That would make a lot of sense. I think he's been doing this bullshit for the last few years, not necessarily trading up in the draft, but just kind of being surprising at what he does. Howie Roseman is really good at making my fucking ass
Don't
itch.
get me started on him.
He makes my ass itch from a perspective of, if I was a fan of the Eagles, I'd be happy. But as a Chiefs fan, you gotta sit your ass the fuck down, Howie. You gotta chill and let somebody else.
I just knew he was gonna go get Myles Garrett last year.
Because he's dumb enough to make that play.
First of all,
that's why you mad about it, because he's dumb enough to make that play.
First of all, don't act like that still ain't on the table.
It absolutely is, especially with them reducing his reworking his contract.
I'm just saying, it's just like Howie Roseman. He got pictures on somebody.
Hey, he's a swindler, bro. I'm telling you, he knows how to swindle.
That man, yeah.
I think if anyone's going to jump up, they're going to do it with Cleveland, because I think Cleveland needs an offensive lineman.
Yeah,
and nobody else does.
True.
Well, you can say nobody else does, but the Cardinals need everything.
They need everything.
So but they're going to take Sonny Styles. Like, I don't think he makes it past Arizona.
Yeah, but
I could see them taking Mally Noah.
I can see them taking Mally Noah too. I
can also see the Freeland dude, Monroe Freeland dude too. I can see them because he's been moving up the draft board. I can see him taking one of them.
Dude from Utah going to the Browns.
Yeah,
the tackle that they keep having us go to. I can see him going to the Browns because, of course, simply not saying the Browns don't have offensive line, but they're going to need depth because Shedeur Sanders and Quinshon Judkins, that's their offense. I don't think they go out and get receivers just yet to fill out the void just yet. I really feel like they're just going to get some receivers to play the position.
Wait, hold on. I don't know. Never mind. They said Deshaun is in the
Oh yeah. They said he they said we
I like crack too.
We pay. Hey, well, Jimmy Haslam, he might be on it. So
I like crack. Little heroin.
He might be looking into it like, hey,
because what? Deshaun Jackson
all this money
on the roster is nuts to me. And I don't care how much I will give his ass the Tua treatment. I will pay your ass to leave. All right.
He's like, I'm not doing this shit.
That's a lot. Of
131 million.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now. The Browns are in a 131 cap hill if they get rid of him. But guess what? With him, they're still in 131 cap hill. So at the end of the day, what you rather have? I'd rather have the roster spot back and just saying you can take the fucking money because you got it anyway. I'm not doing that. I'm not putting that man in the fucking game to ruin whatever chemistry I brought last year. Yeah. No, I'm not saying Shedeur Sanders is a save all end all, but I don't have the problems I've had with Shedeur Sanders and you. And I can almost guarantee, just by knowing his fucking daddy, he ain't gonna do half the shit you did. Mm-hmm. So I don't have to worry about that. And I also don't have to pay him for the next few years. True. So you can fucking go. All right.
I think they're also looking at it, George, is like, if Deshaun Watson continues to suck, we can get a good quarterback next year.
They got a good quarterback now. Hold on.
I agree, but I don't think they believe in Shedeur. I don't think they believe in Shedeur.
And this is the problem with that for me. You didn't believe in the motherfucker you even drafted before him.
I agree.
So you either have to develop one of those quarterbacks or plan on sucking for the next 10 years because you keep drafting quarterbacks.
It's the Browns. Of course they're going to suck for the next 10 years. Like when have they been good in like
stop the fucking bleeding?
Bernie Kosar. That was the last time they had to
That's what Carolina did.
That's why I don't feel bad for Myles Garrett.
Carolina has been the Browns 2.0, but they have been sticking with Bryce Young to go ahead and let him. All right, man.
No. What are you talking about? Like, yeah. They at least go. I at least have seen the Carolina Panthers make the Super Bowl. Like I've never seen the Cleveland Browns make the Super Bowl. They're a horrible franchise. They're like the Lions. They're one of those just bottom feeders.
Wait, you seen the Carolina Panthers go to the Super Bowl, and you saw them get their ass dogged
twice. Doesn't matter. Still made it. Browns haven't made it.
You know what I made last night?
Who cares? Why are we talking about Cleveland anyways? Like, this is a Chiefs podcast. What the fuck we talking about the Browns for? Nobody cares about the Browns.
Everybody cares about Browns, bro. The Browns are football in Cleveland.
Only in draft day do people care about the Cleveland Browns. Real life, they don't give a shit. Outside of Cleveland. Jerry Lawler, that's the only one I know.
Hey, draft day is the greatest, most horrible, most unrealistic movie ever in life. That movie is so unrealistic.
Look, half the shit that happened in draft day, if it happened in real life, motherfuckers would riot. Okay, riot.
You off a linebacker because he gave the football to his sister. Like, what are we doing?
Like, yo, you gotta go, bro. You be 30 for 30 on your ass.
Hey,
what are we doing here?
Hey, matter of fact, Cass will get fired that day.
How the hell you trade your picks away? They get all your picks back.
I mean, trading all your picks away is not unheard of.
But getting them back, you got them back. That's
New Orleans didn't get theirs back. They didn't get a refund or a second shot.
Hey, I get y'all everything from Ricky Williams.
I'm about to take the quarterback. Yeah. Give me all my picks back.
Sorry, nigga, what?
Like, Mike Ditka was like, Mike Ditka was like, I'll give you. I want you to take all my picks, you pancake eating motherfucker. That's
for Ricky Williams.
Whew.
That's crazy.
Who I love as a football player. He was great.
Especially when he was in Miami, he was really good.
Yeah,
to the Dolphins, he was really good. But yeah, that 9th pick, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I think the 9th pick is driving the whole NFL and all the people in the media going crazy because they're not used to the Chiefs being at this spot.
Oh no, we're not used to the Chiefs being at this spot.
That's why we're here. But I just think the national media is like, oh my god, what are they gonna pick? Offensive line? Are they gonna pick defensive end? What are we gonna do?
I think it's the greatest thing in the world that we have the 9th pick because people are shitting down their legs because at the end of the day, they don't really know exactly what we want to do and how we want to do it because everybody wants to predict as far as what we're going to do for the season after this 9th pick. I guarantee you at the 9th pick goes in, oh, they're going to be this good. Nah, you don't know exactly what the rest of this draft actually does. The 9th pick, the 29th pick, and the 40th pick, like I said, doesn't really do anything for me. It's a conversational piece. At the end of the day, I know for a fact that we're going to pick 3 good players or not pick 3 good players or whoever we pick at those spots will be good enough to go ahead and do exactly what we need them to do. But I say the interesting part of the draft, like I always say, for Veach in these last few years, 3 through 7. Let me do the grimy work. Y'all can have all the big names at the beginning of the shit. Because we've been picking from 31, 32, and 30 for the last 3 years. Yeah. 4 years, actually.
Make no mistake about it. I'll take 9, 29, and 40. Like we have a chance to get a real impact player at number 9. That's what's exciting about this draft. 29, we've been there before, and 40. But the fact that we have 3 picks in the top 40 is like we have a potential to change our future for
a long,
a long time.
Hey, what did we say? See, 9 has to start. 29 and 40 gotta be in the rotation.
That's valid. Hell, 29 might have to start depending on what he is.
Yeah. He's a corner.
If he's a corner, hey, I want you on the 10, I want you on this hash mark, and I want you to understand where that hash mark at. And I want you back here. Look, I don't need that. My first round picks, I always kind of say, like everybody kind of says, I think we're all on the board of the first round pick has to be a pick that's gonna get on the fucking field. Mm-hmm. And if you're gonna get on the fucking field, I don't need you to be the greatest player in the world, honestly. I just need you to be better than what I had last year, or even be just as good, or if not better. So that's kind of where you have to start as a first round pick. You don't get the leeway to fuck up as well. Because that first year, they look at you as, okay, it's your rookie year, you can fuck up. Mm-hmm. But that second year, that third year, they look at you as, all right, you the starter now. Like, that's 9 times out of 10 the assumed role. Yeah. But Ruben Bain, you don't see him not starting for the rest of his career at that particular point. Caleb Downs, I don't see him not starting that for the rest of his career at that point. David Bailey, the only thing about David Bailey is that I just don't know where whoever he's drafted, are they going to keep him at his original position or not? Because he's one of those hybrid linebacker defensive ends. Yeah. And teams need defensive ends more than they need linebackers, but they're really good about, let's drop you off in coverage a little bit. Or let's drop you off in the back off and you got to keep with what he's been good at. And that's the one thing about rushing the passer. So a lot of times when you have those teams who can see he can be versatile, we'll try to see how versatile he can be. That's one of the problems with Isaiah Simmons for me. He can do it all, but he shouldn't.
David Bailey is going to be interesting because he's not your typical Spags defensive end.
Exactly. I don't think we would draft him if he was high enough.
I don't think he gets to us.
I don't think we would take him if he was there. Or if he was
interested, they brought him in on the top 30, so they obviously have a little bit of interest in him.
You're supposed to. Yeah. If I didn't bring you in on the top 30,
I'm doing my job.
I'm not doing my job. Like,
you have to.
You look, hold on. A player like David Bailey who's touted in the top 5, you don't have to bring him in, bitch. I have to bring him to fucking McDonald's, nigga. I have to bring him to the hotel tonight.
Those top 30 visits are more so like, you're not sure. Let's see what you're about.
They can be. I've seen top 30 visits on players that I just knew for a fact that we wasn't drafting. I know David Bailey is not necessarily a player that we're not drafting, but I'm sure that if he was there, we'd probably take him. Yeah. That's the thing. Some of the top 30 visits I can see actually coming to the team. Some of the top 30 visits I can see not necessarily making the team, even if they was there. Right. So it's just the simple fact that
like them bringing in Arvell Reese, I was like,
like Arvell Reese, I'm like, bro, you're not smelling Arvell Reese's cologne. Like,
bro.
You're not smelling that boy cologne at all, Jack. So I'm just saying this: like, there's certain players that you bring in to go ahead and be serious about. All right, well, if we could potentially get you, because them top 30 visits be all full of lies. I ain't never been on a top 30 visit in my life, but I guarantee you they told him some shit like, if you're there, we'll take you. You've heard the stories. And I'm just like this. I don't want you to be telling me that bullshit knowing that I'm probably going to the fucking Jets or probably going to the Browns or probably going to the Cardinals. Whatever these teams actually, like, there's 5 teams that you can guarantee that sorry players don't want to go to or players that don't want to get drafted to immediately. They'll love to go on these top 30 visits and just be like, shit, you really gonna come get me? Everybody can't play for the fucking Cowboys and the Chiefs, bro. They can't. So I'm lying to somebody. So I only got.
I'm always going down. I'm always going down on here. They told Jameson Williams that they was going to draft him. They was going to come get him.
Man, look, I think he
was decked out in all red. His whole family had all red on.
Boy, they look like a pack of bloods.
When the Detroit Lions, like people go look at his face.
I remember
he was.
They came on the screen. I'm just gonna get paid. That's all it was. But I guarantee you, when he got drafted, he had that red suit on. Yeah, you already knew where he was going.
He was ready to be a Chief. He told him, man, we're going to come get you. I think whoever was at 10, they was like, nah, they was asking for too much.
Shit, a pack of bloods.
They did. The whole family had all red on.
All of them. The little babies, too.
Yeah,
all of them.
Everybody had red on.
All of them. Super
I said,
down
"Oh,
the
he's
aisle.
ready to be a Chief."
Oh yeah, he knew for a fact where he was going.
Hey, but then he probably had to play it out. He like, nah, I went to Ohio State and Bama. Nah. This did Roll Tide.
I'd have dragged him.
I saw your face when I said Detroit Lions. That man had that headline. Yeah, you know.
When they start putting the hat down a little bit more, bitch, that hat only go down so far.
Was like, that
hat only go down so far, goddamn. You sit up here lying on your tape, Trey.
I'm just thankful for
I'm glad to be a Detroit Lion. Are you? I'm just thankful for
that opportunity, you know.
Hey, bro. Hey, that's when they ask you the option on MLB to show. I'm disappointed, cuz. What you mean?
Yeah. They bring you in the office.
Hey, yo.
They bring you in that office.
If they bring you in that office, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
You ain't hitting the ball right. You striking out, man.
He'll tell your ass, hey, you damn near want to get off the field.
Hey, agent, man, get me out of here, bro. No, that's crazy.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what the Chiefs do, man. Definitely gonna be interesting.
I'm ready for it.
Oh man, they need this draft needs to hurry up.
Hurry up.
We got WrestleMania and then we got the draft, people.
So we just got the draft, like you said. So we just got the draft, like you said. Because of what?
Don't do that.
No, I'm a diehard wrestling fan. If anybody knows me,
you know, George.
So here's one thing. I know what's gonna piss me off is after CM Punk just said what he said.
Man, get off the gas.
And no, what I'm saying is, and if them damn seats that I paid for end up being cheaper, I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Oh, you about to be mad as hell, brother, because I just looked at them seats.
I just looked at the report. They said they was gonna make the tickets cheaper.
Going down. I saw floor seats for $300,
yeah.
$330. That's why I told you to wait, man.
Hey, Mar, I'm looking at you, bro.
You should have waited.
Sick, huh?
That's what happened to me last year. I waited till the day before and got my ticket.
I was trying, man. I was trying to hold out, bro, but I was like, man,
you should have held out.
Your tickets don't even come with food.
No.
Just tickets.
No, because like I'm still floor seats, but like I'm just saying I probably could have saved myself $200. That's all.
Yeah, you could have.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And I'm kind of like, fuck, man.
Before we get y'all out here, y'all watching WrestleMania? Y'all over it? Y'all done?
So John probably not. I am. I want to see Oba and Brock. I'm sorry.
George,
I'm feeling hard.
George, I'm scared.
You scared of what? You said what they're gonna do to our people?
If Brock Lesnar doesn't get at least one F5 before WrestleMania, I'm scared.
Boy, I don't care. I'm looking for the ruler.
I am too, but I'm scared that in WrestleMania he's just gonna be like he's gonna. Because Oba got to win that match.
Yeah,
he has to.
He has to, but
it's gonna kill all momentum.
I want to see what. All right, so if he does just so happen to beat Brock, I want to see what they do after that because you can't come that high and go that low afterwards.
Right.
It's got to be something.
You know, he's feuding with Finn Balor or some shit.
No, if he's not feuding with anybody,
like Dom Mysterio,
hey, look, fellas, let's cut the shit. If he beats Brock, you got to put him in a title chase, like right after. I'm just saying,
no, I believe I'm with you on that.
No, because
I'm with you on that.
You like you said, if you hit something that high as in beating Brock, especially on Mania, he's the one.
Yeah, that's where you switch your.
You can't go low. You got to. And matter of fact, I'm talking about. You know how WrestleMania Monday Night Raw was supposed to be the craziest one. I'm talking about putting him in the title match tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be according to the storyline.
Maybe do a storyline leading up to it.
Leading up to it. You can't put that man in the
maybe
title.
By SummerSlam. Maybe by SummerSlam.
Hold on. You know what, Mar? Let's go with that. Hold on. No, Chris, no real shit. Let's go with that. Because if they do put him in a title shot the next day, he would have to lose it. He would have to lose that match. And then the storyline is built for the title.
You're welcome.
But then you get a Brock Lesnar momentum.
I'm just saying, I've been watching
Brock is 50. You need to kill it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and walk it down a little bit.
Yeah.
You can have them guest appearances now.
No, I'm just saying, like it would kill Oba's. It would kill Oba's momentum of beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Then the next night he loses. It's like,
I mean, he can easily be like, "I just had a match." It could be one of those reluctant title matches, like we're in a title match. I'm not prepared for a match kind of thing. But they can play it a certain way if they was to do that. In all actuality, they won't. And I know that the reason why they won't is because of the obvious reasons we're talking about is because they'll have to write something totally different from what they already written. And I can guarantee you right now, the writing not necessarily doesn't suck, but it's just getting to a point to where some things are starting to be consistent and make sense.
It's terrible. It's
terrible, yes. But it's starting to be a little bit more consistent than what it was.
TKO,
now, TKO is probably the worst thing that ever happened to wrestling.
I agree.
In my mind. Well, I just feel like the more I keep watching the Saudi performances, the more I keep understanding where the money is actually coming from. It helps me understand what the fuck they actually showing me.
VKM knew what he was doing when he sold that thing. He knew what he was doing.
Well, I wouldn't even blame him.
No. I'm saying he knew what he was doing when he sold it.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, but I wouldn't even blame him because at the end of the day, you're not really working where you need to be working, and I'm not getting the money that I need to be getting while I'm not really working like that. So y'all can keep this shit. I mean, what? I'm about to die anyway.
I ain't giving it to Stephanie. I ain't giving it to Triple H.
I'm not giving it to my son. No.
He wanted to down that hill.
I'm just happy that I'm going night 2. That's all I'm happy about. All the good matches on night 2.
Well, I'll see them both from my living room. Me, hot pizza, and liquor.
He said.
John said, "I'm out, man. I'm done."
John ain't watching shit. I'm calling John, talking about, "Hey, I'm watching WrestleMania, nigga." That's exactly what it's gonna be. Like,
I might watch WrestleMania, but it'll be like WrestleMania 17. I'm not watching this year's WrestleMania. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll
probably watch the UFC. So it'll be on that weekend.
Not a bad substitute. So hey.
TKO been damaging their product too.
Nah, not for me. I watch UFC every week. It's the people who, want to think they can compete with them. Like the UFC is a different deal. They people could talk about whatever, but they're for me they're the best of the best. And they put on a card this past weekend. It was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? So they've been. I like their fights. I really do. So that's what I'll be watching. I'm out on wrestling. It's just not my thing anymore.
Oh, you talking about when Shorty RKO punt Shorty like all up in it? Wow.
What's
that? Now, I think it was a fight where Shorty had she had kicked her right in the face, and she was still kind of mounted on the mat. I don't know. It was crazy though. UFC crazy.
Oh yeah, that fight that was wild. But yeah, crazy stuff.
Well, all right, fellas, man. We appreciate y'all coming on the show, man. Giving us
thanks for having us,
man. Man, it was always. I knew it was gonna be a good time. You know what I'm saying? Talk Chiefs, man. And definitely gonna have to bring you guys back on once the draft is over, man. So we can
want me back? Oh shit!
Look, George. There's only one person.
I get kicked out.
I told you. There's only one person that gets a 2-show minimum, and his name is George.
He does get a 2-show.
One off season, one in season. That's it. You guys are welcome anytime.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I said it. You thinking the same thing, Mar.
Hey, no cap. Behind the scenes, Chris goes, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna have Jordan." And it was my first response. I said, "Are you sure?"
I said, yeah, I got it. He one hit me up in my inbox. Hey, let's do it, man. We'll be on the show. I was like,
hey, I hit him with the emojis and everything. I said, "Are you sure?"
I even gave everybody a disclaimer the week before.
Hey, do y'all know who the fuck y'all got in this motherfucker here? just so y'all know. I want you. Hey, it's like
I have to remind him. I was like, You sure? Like, are you positive this is a situation you want to have?
I had a major headache after the show, but yeah, I'm sure.
It's like inviting your drunk uncle somewhere. You don't have to do it.
You know the thing. You know the thing about Joe is that when he's on that Johnny Walker Black, that demon come out. Blue, he's fine. He's okay. But Black, it's just...
I don't think it's a fucking exception.
I've seen him on Blue and on Black. It's a different animal.
It's an animal still. See, that's the problem. Y'all niggas want to take away the obvious fact. Like, it's still an animal. Like,
it's an animal. It's wild and dangerous.
Right. It's wild in that fucking grass, goddamn.
It's still a problem.
When he's a hyena, and, you know,
one he'll kill you. The other
one is a Rottweiler.
One only eats drumsticks.
Yeah.
At KFC.
Hey, hold on. I don't think y'all know this about this motherfucker. He can't be sharing this information with y'all. Do y'all know this nigga only likes chicken legs?
No,
I believe it.
Just chicken legs. We went to fucking KFC. This nigga went to the lady and said, "Give me 4 chicken legs and 2 sides." I thought he was joking. The bitch was like, "We only got like 2 or 3 chicken legs left." This nigga got pissed. What you mean you only got 3 chicken legs? I said, this nigga really mad.
I believe it.
This nigga really mad. Like, it was mind blowing. And I was thinking,
I want 4.
That's literally what he said. Mar, he literally took the words right out your mouth. Y'all only got 3. I want 4. Hold on. So, you know, I mean, we was just surfing that night to find some food. We was at the KFC. He asked for 4 legs. I thought the nigga was tripping. We was like, all right, we're gonna go somewhere else tomorrow and go get some food, right? We riding around the city. You know, we riding in Kansas City. We smoking a joint or 2. It's all good. We having a good time. This motherfucker, we pull up on the churches, and it was something else by the churches. I went to whatever else it was over there, came back. This nigga had 4 legs again and biscuits. I was like, stop ordering that shit. They make other pieces of chicken. You are older than a 10-year-old. Stop eating chicken legs like that. I was pissed, but at the same time, he a grown ass man. He can do what he want to do, but at the same time, the shit around me that just bothers me. You know, it's an odd view, and I'm gonna say something. I got a problem. If I see something, I'm gonna say something, and that's the biggest problem I got. Because I be in places where people be like, "Why he got a problem with that?" I'm gonna tell you why. I'm glad you asked because this is bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you, 4 chicken legs, it just gives me runaway slave activity. Not talking about the man at all. Not talking about the man at all. It just has
runaways
a connotation to it.
Ooh,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I say no more.
All right,
I appreciate y'all for letting me on, fellas.
Appreciate y'all coming on the show, man. Tell everybody where to follow y'all podcast at, man.
We here at the 5 Count Podcast on Twitter, on Instagram, and TikTok too. So like I say, if y'all want to come see some of our content, some of the people that we bring on, just come on and give us a follow and shout out.
All right, fellas, man. Appreciate y'all coming on, man.
All right, man. Y'all be safe.
All right, bro.
That's wow, bro. Oh my
goodness. Yeah, funny, man. Them boys is wild.
That's wild, bro. That makes our comment. Wait, I don't know, and I still can't. He still ain't confirmed nor denied who said it on the show because he think we called him a crackhead. I'm like, yo, bro, we ain't never called you that. So, but regardless, that's wild, bro.
Yeah, damn, Joe. 4 chicken legs, bro.
Chicken legs.
I like chicken legs too, but I like the breast and the thigh too, man.
3. I know he said 3. No, I want 4. I know he said that.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Hey, that'll be a wild time if they come back to the city and I end up running into them foods. Nah, nope. Matter of fact, I'm blocking y'all right now.
Ain't show them around town, man.
Nah.
Hang out with George and John and Joe, man.
Nah. That'd be a great time though. My wife probably won't like me for the next 24 hours because I get over it. Hey man, I'm not gonna say that because I like sleeping in my bed, but yeah.
Man, you stop being scared of your wife. No, just play. Shout out to your wife, man. I'm just playing. I don't want her to not welcome me in your house, man.
Hey, man, first of all, you are not going to get me Liv Morgan knotted up over here.
Oh, did you see that, man? That shit was just, I thought that was, I'm more so concerned with Roxanne. Is she alive? Is she okay?
Well, hers wasn't as big as Liz. Liz was hers.
Did you see how they head?
Wow.
It's like, Stephanie, calm down, baby.
Hey, but at the same time, Roxanne was kind of standing a little bit close and was kind of leaning forward with her head. And yeah.
I was like, damn, when I saw it, I said, God damn.
Yeah, like Roxanne immediately was like, oh, shit. And Liv was reaching for her head, too, when she was busy getting thrown through a TV.
And they got thrown through a TV. Damn. Before we get out of here, what you think about the reveal? Night 1, night 2.
I mean,
oh man, it's deflated over here.
No, because it's like I understand why you gotta have Randy and Cody night 1, because you don't let the Golden Boy, American Boy, not have the main event. I get it. But the way that they got this thing, the moment you do that Pat McAfee situation, and I'm like, all right, I'm off this, bro. What this is? And
they didn't need that. They didn't need that.
And then the Owen Brock joint, just to me, is like been one of the better storylines cooking leading up to Mania. So for me, I love storylines. So like, I'd have been okay if they'd have had Owen Brock headlining night 1, and then obviously Roman and CM that's night 2. That's a no-brainer. So
that was a no-brainer when they said it.
I was like, well, I know that I looked over to the wife. I said, well, I know what I'm seeing night 2 for main event. She goes, what? I said, well, CM Punk and Roman. She goes, how did you know that? And I said, the moment they announced it, baby. Yeah, that was a done deal.
So they've been promoting that one since the day after Royal Rumble.
Well, in the moment that they came out,
when he came out on Raw and said, "I'm choosing you because I hate you," I was like, "Oh yeah, that's night 1."
Yeah, there we go. I don't even need to see the rest of this promo.
But I agree with you, man. The Pat McAfee thing, it's just like, come on, bro, you didn't need that. These two dudes have so much history. I could have built this storyline from the ground up
about legacy the whole time.
Legacy. I would have been fine if it was Ted DiBiase Jr. That'd have been a good callback.
Because he beat the charges.
Yeah, he's good.
He good. That's what I said. The same shit, bro. Come on, man. Hey, dog.
I would have been fine with old ass Rick coming out.
I mean it makes sense because it ties to the Dusty, and that makes sense. And
fine with that.
And Evolution. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I would have been fine with that. You know who you are, Randy, blah, blah, blah. Him giving them advice, I would have been fine with that. But McAfee, this is the guy that we've been with. At this point, I've been fine with Randy saying he's been talking to himself the whole time. It was just the voices calling his ass. Yeah. Pat McAfee.
What's this Pat McAfee?
You talking about tickets? Say, oh, Red Cody, you ain't selling good tickets. Said, no, we ain't selling them damn high ass prices.
I was so mad when CM said that shit. Because I saw that. I was like, man, this is a good promo. And right when he said lower it, I said, oh,
yep, they lower them prices.
Or they dropped them things quicker than goddamn cheeks in there.
I saw floor seats, $330.
I said, I can't even resell my joints because they still be $200 higher.
So, it is what it is, player.
It's all good.
All right, y'all. If you look at the screen, you'll see the Chiefs Kingdom Red Friday t-shirts. You see the QR code. Go ahead and scan that. You'll take you to the Print5 website. Also, go to any of our social media. You'll see the Print5 website. Take you there. You'll see the shirt. Chiefs Kingdom Red Friday. Also, our other shirts, our Arrowhead Chief Podcast shirts with the big 3 on the back: Patrick Mahomes, Chris Jones, and Travis Kelce. Go and get it. $25 plus shipping. Get your shirt, man. Support the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever streaming platform you use, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, whatever you use, go ahead and subscribe to us. First time watchers on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification button. So when we go live on Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, jump in the live with us. You can talk about these chief topics with us. We want to hear from you, man. Give us your opinion. Agree with us, disagree with us. We want to hear from you. Just don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Is there?
And whatever social media platform you use, whether it be X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, Twitch, whatever you use, you can follow us at AH Chief Podcast. Follow us. We'll follow you back. We not Hollywood over here.
Yeah.
So you did lace us. I'll give you that. We are Hollywood, which means slap shit out of you if you talk crazy to us.
I don't know why I gave that. Because wild is like.
I'm just playing, y'all. We're not violent over here, but yeah. But yeah, man, subscribe or follow us. If you have critiques, feedback, if you have a question or topic that's Chiefs related or NFL related, and we like said question or topic, we will shout you out. We will bring it up. We will shout you out because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead and hit us up via DM, emails, or our mentions.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chiefs Kingdom. Until next week, hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Be safe out there. Don't do nothing we wouldn't do.
They ain't saying much, though.
And, yeah, be safe out there. Until next week, we are out.
Go Chiefs.
Yes, sir.